Go ahead.
Okay.
Is that Tito's?
2, 1.
No, with a director, you always go 5, 4, and then you whisper 3, and then you do it. Come on, have you never filmed anything? God.
Okay, Megan.
Oh.
What?
No, you're on your way, right? I mean, all I have is coconut, like Malibu mix. I think that's all I have. Don't drop
There's
it.
I have Malibu over here.
That's all we have. We have 2
I
bottles of that.
I
Hey,
have
Megan,
moonshine.
we're gonna come to your house later, okay?
Yeah, we're just gonna visit.
Okay. I mean, I got a couch now.
Yay! That's important.
Ow.
Okay, I guess
Yeah.
we can start now.
Anyway.
I mean, we've been
Okay.
recording, so this is good.
Oh, okay, so first off, we'll do the recap from last session. Last session, each of you arrived in Sharn, seeking answers about the unusual events that you witnessed in both Wolfspaw and that chilly cavern that you explored. As you arrive in the city, you saw many differing types of entertainers trying to make a coin off the large influx of tourists coming into the city. There were mimes and stilt walkers and fire breathers and escorts and shady consumers of every kind seen on the bridge and the terminus station. Uh, However, a few of you had urgent business with the crime lord Sidon Boromar. After returning his son to him and engaging in a lengthy discussion about recent events in Sharn, Sidon offered each of you a job working for the Boromar Guild. The mission? Find out more information about the drugs in the city that are being tampered with and causing people to do crazy things. Okay, so currently we're all still within the Boromar estate. We haven't left yet. Is there anything that you've thought of over the week that you might want to discuss with them before you leave, or any other information about the mission, or are we all just ready to go?
I would like to head back into my home before leaving and head downstairs real quick towards my lab.
Okay.
So, I don't actually officially know where that is, but I'm gonna put
You're
it towards
cutting out a lot.
Yeah, I lowered my volume, but let me see if I can fix that.
It was better once you pulled it down further.
Oh, okay. So is it good now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is good.
All right. So I'm gonna head into my lab, and I'm gonna just take a look and grab a few things. I'm gonna see if I have any components here. Just want to see if I have any like extra, I don't know, tools like extra hammers. Maybe I have a pearl down there worth 100 gold pieces. Maybe.
Go ahead and roll. Let's see. Roll an investigation check just to see if you find what you're looking for.
Okay. When I get down there, what do I first see? Just like to reflect and take it all back in, breathe in my expected laboratory air.
Walking down the stairs, there's two different parts. There's a storage part, and then there's your little workshop area. And your little workshop area, it's next to this kind of cavern place that's kind of was the result of an explosion that happened when you were younger in the wall, and then you've kind of dug it out for your more dangerous experiments you do within this cavern back here. But this is your workshop. It's got 4 benches on each side, covered in all types of tinkering tools, alchemical tools, pretty much anything you can think of. Just what did you roll for your investigation?
For investigation, I rolled a 24.
24. Okay, so yes, you're able to find another pearl, and you're able to find any components that you think you might need for the day or night.
For the day or night? Okay.
Yeah. No, there's no drugs. You're clean out.
Oh, damn it. Okay, good to know. Give me a
That's
second.
what you had on you.
I want to go ahead and look around for one of my specific items that I usually have, but I didn't bring with me on my last mission. It's a pocket watch. I want to keep that on me for good luck, so I want to take that out from wherever I have it placed here, which it's usually under workbench number 1.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to grab it with that check and put it in your pocket.
I take a look at it, dust it off. Perfect, just as I left it, and I put it in my cloak. Alright. With that, I think I'm gonna head back upstairs now. And just get back with the group.
Okay. Anyone else have anything before we leave?
No, I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna go clubbing.
To check out the club.
Okay.
As we walk out, I double check myself in any mirror that I see on the way out and make sure that my outfit's still looking good. And my hair is okay.
Okay. I won't make you roll for that. You just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
And she's still wearing the red half.
Roll
outfit.
for beauty. What? Roll for.
Sex education check? What? Sex education?
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
feel
you
like
all
these are glasses.
leave the Boromar estate. As you're walking out of the courtyard, you all take a right, and you go just a few, like one district down over to Dragon's Eye, which is the district that this club, Chance, is located inside. So you walk up to it, and it's a bustling place. There's people outside. You see some of the entertainers that you saw at the beginning when you first entered Sharn. They've kind of moved this way as the crowds have progressed this direction. So you see the sword dancer is one of the people from Belkyra's festival, and then the blade dancer is a different performer, but you can tell he knows what he's doing. He's sitting there twisting this blade all over the place, he's got a big bowl of coins in front of him. So as you go up towards the door over this direction, you see Duke standing out front. Ardrin would know Duke. He's the bouncer of the Chance Gambling Hall. He is a Warforge, very large Warforge. He has a big top hat on. He's holding a cigar in his mouth, although Warforged don't breathe. But he also has an exhaust valve coming off the back that kind of puffs out the smoke. So he breathes it in his mouth, and it puffs out the back. He's got what looks like a brown corset type girdle in the middle, and he's just sitting on a stool out front, kind of tossing a coin into the air.
Tossing a coin.
Tossing a coin.
Duke! My man, Monsieur, how are you?
Oh, buddy, Ardrin, how you doing? How's it been?
It's been a long road back and forth, just traveling the world, essentially. It's been fantastic. Well, now I made a couple of friends along the way. I was hoping you would let us, come into the hall and, well, play.
Yeah, of course. Just want to let you know, and he kind of like kneels down, and it's like, and he gets down to like ear level with you, and he says, we had a large influx of Dask recently. I just want to let you know ahead of time. Going in there, you're totally welcome. Your dad owns the place, but just letting you know, some shady people have been coming in and out, so keep your eyes open.
My eyes will be open, especially for some oil for you.
That'd be great, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime. Hey guys, you guys, we can all go in. But wait, before we get in there, just hold on 1 second, Duke. And I rush to the group. What is the plan?
I believe we're just here to find out information. I mean, primarily,
I'm
and
sorry,
enjoy
I was-
ourselves.
I was watching the sword dancer. What?
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, we need to have a game plan or something of sorts, right? Okay.
Yeah, we'll follow your lead.
My lead? Well, we all need to spread out. I think that's best. You know, get as far away from each other as possible, just so we can, like, pick up different information. You know, we don't want to all come back with the same information. Like, I should be super away from you guys, and then we'll all just sync up later. I just think that's best.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't think the little guy wants to be seen with us.
What?
Yeah, he's
No!
He's embarrassed of
Guys,
us.
guys, you know, like, that That is not the case. That is Monsieur Duke.
Oh, Duke.
Yes. This is the bouncer at the door. He's
He's a
very
boss.
fancy. Yes.
So, Jamie, is this the dance that we're at here? This on the left side? I thought we were outside of the Asterisk. Or are we still trying to get into?
Yeah, right now,
establishment?
right here is the door. Duke's standing outside the door. So currently you're all in the courtyard, or like in the roadway outside the tavern.
Right, and I had ran back out to try to discuss a
Gotcha.
game plan before we go in there. So it's not that I don't want to be near you guys. No, of course. Come on, you guys look super well kept now, so I think it's fine. But I feel like what we need to do is work together separately. What do you guys think?
No, I think if we're going to split up, that we should still have partners at least.
Okay, partners. All right,
I can't
everyone.
believe you're overthinking it.
I,
We'll be okay.
you have never been here before. You don't know how it is in there, and I'm trying to look out for you. So, like, I guess partners is good. At least, you know, everybody has one. I'll take fire.
Yeah, am I allowed to bring my dinosaur in?
I'm gonna walk up to him and flick him on the forehead.
Yeah, outside here there are posts
Yeah.
if you wanted to tie him up, but if you want to bring him in with you, I don't think Duke's gonna stop you.
I think I may leave him outside.
I'll
Probably got to.
I'm gonna leave fire outside, but let's all let's group up here. Should we like roll, right?
I'll walk
Roll
up to
something?
Duke. Hello. How is it that you're doing?
He takes a big puff off his cigar. Doing good this evening. How are you, sir?
Doing quite well, thank you. I'm just trying to enter the establish.
Are you with Arjun over there?
Yes, a little man. I am with him. He is with us.
Yeah, feel free. He opens up the door, lets you in.
Thank you.
Well, it looks like he went along with my original plan of splitting up. Does everybody want to group up or one?
I mean,
Fuck it. I grab Balkyra by the hand and I lead her in, my tiny, tiny self leading her in. I'm like, come on. And I just walk in and it's like, you three just follow. We'll get in there and we'll figure something out.
Come on, Nyack.
Best plan.
Duke, yes. Good sir, good sir.
Duke bows to each of you as you walk through the door beside him.
You, my good man.
ooh, I get excited at the look at the bar and I start seeing if there's any extras over there.
Yeah, there's alcohol where I'm from, right? But I'm sure not this kind of alcohol.
Probably not this variety.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
excited.
Okay, so as you walk in, it's a very darkly lit, classical club type atmosphere. The tables are all, low lit, so you can't really see what's going on at them necessarily. Everyone's kind of got hats pulled down, keeping things low key. And the band, you look over and you can hear the band playing. You could hear it from outside as well, but looking over, you see that they are all Warforged. It's a band made of 4 players. They're each a Warforged character, and the leader, his name is, he calls out to the crowd. He says, "Thank you all for visiting tonight. Please make sure to tip the tap man." And he pulls off his hat and sets it down in front of him. He's got this big metallic mustache that's been placed on his face, and then his hat, as you look at it, every once in a while it comes up with these golden letters that come up and they say "Tip the tap man," and then they fade away, and then it comes back every few seconds. And so that's the leader, and he's playing the saxophone, and he's got an attachment that goes up to his mouth, and it just attaches the saxophone, and then he can play. And then when he wants to talk, he just unattaches it and pulls it off to speak. And then beside him, he's got a bass player who's standing there, but very mechanically playing the bass. Like every note, it kind of like goes back and forth. So it's very to the beat, but like 100% on the beat. And then there's the pianist, and the pianist is sitting there playing the piano. And as it goes to like reach for long notes, you see these extra digits come out from the side. These extra fingers come out to like grab that high key or that low key as he's playing, and then they kind of slip back in when he doesn't need them. And then there's the drummer behind them is dressed in this really elegant suit, but he's like a big guy, kind of like Duke was out front, but he's sitting there just tapping real slow on the cymbals, and the band's playing. And then in front of them, there's 3 gambling tables. One of them appears to be empty, and 2 other ones have customers at them currently. And then there's every table is kind of full. There's only 2 empty tables in the place right now. As you walk up to the bar, there's plenty of empty chairs along the bar as well. Arjun, you look over. Go ahead and make a perception check for me. For you specifically.
Will do. Perception. That is a 18.
8?
18.
18. Okay, so yeah, looking over, you can see as Corlett and Belkire walk up to the bar, you see right in between them your old friend, Palatella.
Oh, let me move over there. Hey, pal. Been a while. I'm assuming that's her right there.
Oh, you guys know each
Arjun,
other.
Yes.
you're back! When did you get back in town?
In the flesh. What feels like literally an hour ago? Maybe 2. How long has it actually been?
Holy crap! Maybe an hour, maybe
Okay.
2, yeah. Not very long. She kind of jumps off the chair, and the bench, the stool scoots back real loud, and she jumps up and she looks at you. She's, I can't believe you're here, and she gets like really excited. And she's, man, so much has happened since you left. You have no idea. This place has gone to the shit.
As soon as I left? Really? Well, one second, Palutella. Balkara, see, like my mom she was bullshitting. See, I have friends. Okay, back to this point. What do you mean it's been going to shit? What's been going on? I heard some things here and there as soon as I got back in town, but nothing specific. What have you heard?
Well, you know, the newspaper is pretty everywhere, and there's been people jumping off bridges. There's been people murdered randomly in dark alleyways. I mean, I know that's kind of like a normal thing for the lower like cogs, but this is on this level. That's just crazy. We don't that doesn't happen here. This used to be a safe place.
That is kind of weird. Why is it moving up here? Does it have something to do with the Fey Dust supply? Any chance?
I have no idea. I've heard like there's shit going on with the drugs or whatever. I mean, Ivory over here has been telling me that that something's tampering with them, but I don't believe all that. I just think people are going insane. I think it's just the politics and the economy around here.
That all makes sense. I don't really deal with that. Maybe my sister has more of a clue. Whatever. But that is interesting to know. I'll be sure. Pull it all the way down? Oh, sorry. That's interesting to be sure. Let's see.
Okay, so what's everyone else doing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down and try to get a drink.
Yeah, that's why I was going to try to get a drink, and I actually came to sit next to this lady because I thought she was really cute, and it just made my life a whole lot easier that Arjun knows her.
Yeah. Palatella, as you look over at her, she is very obviously an artificer of some kind. She's got metallic gadgets all over her. She's got something on her arm that appears to do something. You're not really sure what, but she's got the goggles, the steampunk goggles up here. She's got like things hanging off her belt, all different types of tools and stuff. And she's got grease stains. She's definitely a hard worker. And then so Corwin, as you walk up to the bar, you look behind. You're looking for the barkeep. Ivory's busy. She's over there pouring drinks and stuff. But as you sit down, this metallic dragon, this little like pseudo dragon, metallic dragon, lands in front of you, and then you can tell it's her because you can kind of hear her voice from over there. But it comes through the dragon, and she goes, "What can I get for you?" And the dragon is talking to you.
Just like the, let's say the ale of the day. Whatever you suggest.
Okay. Let's see. We'll get you some Grimm's Peak. And she goes and she just grabs
Sounds amazing.
a pint of it and draft and pours you it. And then as like she reaches it up, she doesn't even turn around, and the dragon comes and grabs it with its claws and takes it to you. And she's just back there continuously pouring drinks. And then the dragon flies over to Belkyra, ask you what you want as well.
Any lovely cocktail will do. Whatever
Any-
you suggest.
Okay.
Whatever
and
the
then,
house favorite is.
do you want something lighter or darker?
I'm feeling darker.
Okay, we'll give you a Grimm's Peak as well. So she gives you a Grimm's Peak ale, and the dragon flies it over to you and lands, and then she drops like at this point, okay, so the dragon flies off after it drops your drink off, and then Ivory turns around. She slides 3 drinks to other people that are sitting at the bar, and then she comes over to Coral and she says, 2 silver.
And I slide it back to her.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate the service.
And then she doesn't even look at it and take it. She moves straight over to Belkyra saying 2 silver as well, and the dragon comes up and takes the coins and goes and drops them in the cash register for her.
No personality, okay.
I turn to the bar and I flip a coin in the air. What happens?
So as you do that, the dragon does this maneuver where it kind of like flips upside down and then twirls and just catches the coin in the midair. And it, as it catches the coin, you hear Ivory gasp. Ivory's like, "What?" And she turns around and she goes, "Thank you for the tip." And then surveying the crowd, she sees like there's a lot more
personality.
there's a lot more people there than she remembered. She's just been working, going. So she turns around and she goes, "Oh," and then she comes over and she starts talking to Nyack, Thalia, and Coralyn and SM396 over here. And she hasn't noticed Arjun yet.
Can I get what he's to Nyack, Coralyn's drink?
Okay. Sure. That'd be 2 silver for a Grimm's Peak, pint of Grimm's Peak. And the dragon takes off and goes and collects coins from tables that are out in the audience, and she sits there and she makes your drinks and hands them to you.
So how long have you been working here?
Oh man, I've been working in this club most of my life. My parents worked here too.
Oh, really?
Let's see, fully gainfully employed, probably 6 years, maybe 7.
Have you been enjoying this establishment?
Of course, I love the Bormars. They're the best employers. And
Outstanding.
she looks over, and at this point she sees Arjun. She kind of winks at him. Doesn't really go to him immediately because she's more concerned about her customer service at the moment. But so she starts like she's asking you guys where you're from and what you're doing in town.
That what she just asked us?
Yeah.
Well, we just got here probably like maybe 2 hours ago.
It's our first
Very new.
time. Never
Oh,
been here
really?
Town is
before.
quite amazing. I tell you, it's a little bit of everything here.
Yeah. If you sprawl the city, I'm sure you can find a little bit of anything.
Yeah, we've been hearing issues already, but you've just been looking into it, seeing what we have here. It's been an amazing place so far.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it. So where'd you say you were from?
Me? Originally,
yeah.
I'm from Wolf's Paw.
Wolf's
Have you heard
Paw.
of it?
Oh yeah, up in the Elden Reaches.
Correct.
Yeah. I've heard. quite a few shifters come through here from that direction before.
Imagine that.
Yeah, seems to be a popular route between the two. I know Mr. Saidan has he's got some connections up there, but you know, and he looks, she kind of like thoroughly looks you over to see if you're wearing the Boromar pin, like at the mention of Wolf's Paw in general. But I'm do you have it on or did you put it away?
Well, I have it, but I don't. I guess I probably would be carrying it on me, so
Okay,
it'd
yeah, so
probably
she,
be on my rifle. So
okay, so if you have it displayed, she looks over you and she sees the pen and she goes, ah, she's like, so how long have you been working for Mr. Boromar?
literally an hour. Like I was just enlisted. I got in town. He hired me. It happened just like that.
Wow. Man, you must have quite the talent.
Probably recommendation. Recommendation gets you a long ways in life.
Interesting. Well, and she kind of she takes a moment and thinks about it, and then she flicks a silver back your way, and she says, "Boromar discount. I'll give you that back."
Wow.
But now that you at least know what it is, I would know is, do you keep up with the information in this area? Do people talk to you all the time? You know,
Oh yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just
of
wondering,
course.
we were told of like a couple instances happened recently. You know, these people come in kind of roughing it up. There's been drugs been utilized that not properly, you know? And then like, I want to say, just something went wrong with an industry that we're now working for. So I'm trying to uncover a little more information.
So, as you say this, this place is pretty loud, but everyone's kind of talking in hushed voices. So she looks past you. She looks past you over at the table behind you, and she kind of sees there's two kobolds sitting there talking to each other. And the other cool thing about this bar is that all the chairs are at different heights, right? So some of them are like well, the seats are all at the same height, but the chair legs differ, right? So there's some that are like for ogres that are the chair legs only like that high off the ground, and then there's some for halflings where they're like 3 feet up, but all the chairs are actually at the same height. And but so these two kobolds are sitting in these really high chairs talking to each other, and they both got like hats with feathers in them. They're just like pulling them down low, whispering to each other, and she looks over at them and then looks back at you and says, yeah, it's definitely a mixed crowd around here. I can't say too much offhand, but there's definitely been some situations that have come up that are definitely causing some issues for the Boromar Guild, I'd have to say.
Honestly, you've said enough already. I do appreciate.
I'll do whatever I can to help. And she kind of winks at you, and then she looks at Nyack and makes sure that he's got what he needs, looks at Thalia and asks, if you want anything as well.
I usually drink fermented berries, so whatever you recommend close to that.
Let's see, I think we just got a new shipment in, and she kind of leaves her dragon right there in front of you guys in case you need anything, and then she goes into the back and she grabs a vintage wine that she had and brings it out front. She said, this is a Boromar special. We just got it in 2 weeks ago here. And she pours you a glass and she says, no charge. Tell me what you think.
I look at it, I smell it, and I drink all of it at once. This is the nicest thing I've ever drank in my whole life. Thank you so much.
She goes ahead and she winks at you and she pours you another glass, and then she moves on over to Ardren.
And I keep seeing all these exchanges happen, so I'm just like where people are getting free shit for this Boromar pen, and I put mine away. So I'm like,
well, damn. I need me a free drink.
yeah, I'm like, what the
Shots, let's go.
Right.
Yeah. So okay, so as she walks over towards, let me give you all a picture of what she looks like.
I only thought to put the pin on because I've literally never been here before, and he said that would help me. So I'm just trying to put things in my favor in a new place.
Her name's backwards on there, but her name's Ivory Camilla.
Cool.
What race is she?
Dragon. She's so cute.
She's human.
Okay. Awesome.
Ivory, great to see you.
Ardrin, here, how have you been? I've heard some things.
Yeah, there have been a lot of hearings lately. If you know what I'm saying, a few court things, but no. How's the little dragon treating you? Is it still working as expected?
Oh yeah, I think she's doing great. You know, I've had to make a few tweaks here and there, and she kind of looks over at Palatella and says, "Palatella's been helping me out too, you know, when I need it. But we've been functioning just fine."
Paulo, you have been messing with my tinkerings? We know we discussed that. Always do it because, you know, I always make a mistake here or there, and I do appreciate your input. That's why we help each other out.
Well, somebody's got to do it while you ain't around, so might as well be me.
That's true. You working on anything since I've been gone here? I've been gone a little bit. Anything that requires my touch, my look, my insight?
Mostly I've just been working in the factory, trying to get my hours in. You know, just the usual. I haven't had any special projects, not recently.
That's sad. That's sad to hear. But
Yeah.
it happens. Have you seen what's his name? Barston? Have you seen him around?
She looks at. Oh, you're asking Palatella this?
Yes.
She looks over at you with this look of like just glaring. Like you can tell immediately as soon as you brought up his name that something's off. She's like, "No, I haven't seen him in a long time."
Oh. Well, I hope he's alright. You know, I understand these parts of towns cannot be good for him, but I guess there hasn't been much visiting towards that side of town in a while, and I guess with me not around, he doesn't really have reason to, right?
Oh, he's been around. I'm not saying he hasn't been around, but he hasn't been talking to me. I can tell you that.
Oh, really? He's with someone now? Okay.
I don't know. I've stopped keeping up.
Well, that's fine. Okay. Are there any people here? How long you been here? Right now? Like, when did you come into the hall? This
Been
evening.
here since the beginning of the celebrations. I don't know, maybe 2 hours or so.
Oh. I'm just looking around, trying to see if I notice new faces or familiar faces that from when I'm typically here.
Sorry, my roll 20 crashed. As you're looking around, everybody's kind of hidden. How about everybody roll a perception check for me? We'll see what everyone sees.
My view must be very limited. 4.
You're preoccupied with your friends.
I think we all talked him out.
Got an 8. But yeah, an 8.
Okay, 21. Okay, so we'll start with SM396 and Corlin. Both of y'all are. Oh, Corlin moved. Okay. Oops. Corlin, as you're walking through the hall in general, you look over, you see those 2 kobolds that are sitting there having a hushed conversation. And then you look across the other way, you see the card dealer kind of doing card tricks, kind of like flipping the cards and stuff, waiting for somebody to sit down at his table. And then you also see 4 other tables. They just have people sitting at them, elven or humanoid. And then there's a group of dwarves that are in the back towards the door where y'all entered.
I'm guessing that's over here.
And then SM396, you're looking around. You see a lot of individuals covered up. So it's kind of, it's weird. Like you're used to seeing people like out and about and not so shady. So you're
I'm
not real
guessing that's
sure like
the
why is everyone hiding all of a sudden? That's what
everyone who looks
SM396.
alike is probably the ones that are like hidden, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just, I needed icons, so I just put people in. And then there's also stairs that you see over in the corner that SM396 and Corlin would see. Stairs going up towards the second level. As you look up SM396, there are balconies around the top and where you can look down from the top, kind of like a loft or something, and you can tell that there might be like other tables up there maybe, or rooms, or another place to go. And then after that was, let's see, Judge Belkyra and Michaela. You all see, you've all never been here, like in this particular location before. And so looking around, you just see a whole bunch of people that look like they don't want to be talked to. We kind of don't know exactly who, if you want to go up to any of them or not, but you don't see anyone immediately that is like, I want to go
Welcoming.
talk to that person. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit down at this. Well, actually, I'm gonna have you guys do something before I go and just do something.
I was just
I'm
watching.
sitting.
Whoever was, I think they're playing. They're gambling. I was like watching here.
Yeah.
You're
they're
watching the
gambling.
table gamble. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anyone else gonna try to do something or talk to somebody?
I'm kind of
I'm
people
gonna. I'm just gonna pull my hood up because I'm thinking it's like some sort of dress code.
I'm trying to write out as many
Love it.
free drinks as I can. Trying to get tipsy.
She's in the bar. You probably should start hitting on the dude next to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. As she poured the second glass, she just kind of left the bottle in front of you. So, yeah.
Like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. And sitting next to you, you look over right as Corlin leaves and walks away. This lady comes up next to you, and she's a tabaxi. So if anybody knows what that is, it's a cat person basically. So she looks like she looks kind of like a leopard, or and she's got like dark, but she's dark, right? She's like a dark purple with black spots kind of leopard. And she walks over and she sits, and she's got like this black velvet tight fit dress on, and that's got a slit up through the thigh, and she kind of comes over there and sits next to you and says, "How did you come by that bottle? That looks fancy."
Just having this here pin of the people that own this place.
Yeah, and she looks down and she sees the pen, and she kind of raises her eyebrows for a second, but doesn't make any obvious one way or the other that you can tell. And she goes, "Oh," she says, "Yes, I definitely know what that is." And then she just she has her own glass in front of her and it's empty, and so she's kind of like nudging you to see if you'll let her.
I was gonna say, if the bartender will give us another glass, but since you have your own, I'll give you a glass.
Perfect. And she takes it and she goes, "Cheers," and tinks your glass with you and
Cheers.
takes this, starts sipping on it, looking away from you towards the crowd.
I'm just actually gonna ask for a drink. Hey Ivory, do you mind if you provide me the Baramar special? I wink.
I'm gonna sit down next to these guys.
Okay, so she goes back and she gets you, like, do you want wine or ale?
Ale.
Okay, so she goes back and she gets she goes back and she gets you a pint of Golden Dragon Ale, which is like the standard stuff, and she comes back and puts it in front of you. Here you go.
No, the right glass, the bar mark glass, you know, not just this. I gotta look fancy.
Like, and she kind of looks around nervously for you. She's like, I don't know if we want to be openly displaying that at the moment. You might want to be keeping a low profile, don't you think?
No, this is my parents' place. Why would I keep a low profile?
Okay. And she goes back and she's gonna grab you like a blue mug that's got like a dark blue embedded or embezzled dragon on the front of it. And she pours you your ale into the mug and gives it to you.
Thank you. And I start drinking it.
Okay, so Corlin, you went over to sit down next to the kobolds.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
I'm gonna try. Sorry, I was just gonna move over here because I'm
Go
interested
ahead.
in the guy that gets extra fingers.
Okay, I'm watching the pianist.
This
I gotta go
band
talk
is
to more
amazing.
people.
This is amazing. Is that what you said?
This band is amazing. I've never seen the Warforged actually play in unison like this. It's something to behold.
Yeah, man, Tapman and the crew, they are quite a show. And then, like, as he's talking to
Do they
you,
come in often? Or is this like, their main place? Do they have like a side gig, so to speak? You know?
the second one kind of lives and goes, yeah, yes, they have a few places they play around town. They've got one that they play here. They've got one they play up in the top. They got one they play in the middle, but they're always around.
Crazy. No, I'm very new to town. I just got in, really. What is it that you guys do here? You know?
Hold on, I'm gonna roll for something. Okay, so neither of them notice. So they look at you and they're like, "What you asking for, buddy?"
Nothing, buddy. I'm just sitting there making friendly conversation.
We don't
Why
see.
is it?
It's just new. We don't see many of your kind coming in here asking for.
No, it's the first time I've ever
details.
been here. It's been crazy. You know? This town is huge. There's so much to look and see. This is actually the first place that we've been so far. Do you have recommendations for places that we should continue to go to?
And this is the best you're gonna get for tonight. But if you want to try out a restaurant, I suggest you go down to the Cogs. And there's this place down there that's just fantastic. It's called
Really?
Claire's Kitchen, and you'll get the best of the best of the best. It's run by my sister.
Claire's Kitchen, you say? I'll have to definitely try it out. And the Cogs. I heard that place is kind of dangerous, honestly. Like the little time I've been here.
Well, aren't they all? If you stay long enough, you know what I mean?
Huh. Point taken. How did you come by such information? Your sister lives there, you say? Or is
My
like the chef?
My sister owns it.
Oh, okay.
Clara. Clara is her name.
What is your name?
My name is Gulanda.
Galanda?
Oh, no, I'm sorry, Gushin. Gushin's his name.
Gushin?
Yeah.
Did your parents like you, Gushin?
Do parents ever like you? And
That's
the
a
other
question.
kobold laughs. Ha 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 ha. Parents? Who has parents these days?
So is this the end of the night for you fellas, or are you guys doing something else for this evening?
I think that's strictly our business, if you know what I'm saying.
Touche. I will definitely give out your sister's kitchen. But, my introduction.
I'm gonna take Kyra and like, hey, Belle, come take a walk with me. And I'm just gonna walk around this table and see what they're playing here.
They're playing a game of 18 Mules, which for comparison, is kind of like blackjack.
You interested in the game, Belle? If not, I can show you. I just need a little arm candy.
I mean, I didn't quite figure out how to play it by the little bit of time I've been watching it, but I'm interested to learn.
At this point, this character over here, he calls you over. He says, "Hey, I've got a free table. You want to come over and have a seat?"
Of course, see? Perfect. No, come on. I'll
I
show
make
you.
sure that my pin is like up, like you can see it, and then I follow
Okay, so he asks you all to sit down, and he starts doing card flourishes, like the card flare between two hands, and then he kind of like flips them up, and it's funny. Like you don't expect you. It's kind of like 52 card pickup where they all fly into the air, but then he uses his magic and he brings them all down, and they all land nice on the table in front of you in a deck, and then he says, "So what are we playing tonight, guys? Are we playing a bit of 18 mules? Or are we playing some halflings versus giants?"
Well, we'll play what they were playing first. Let's play a little bit of 18 Mules, but hey, no rigging.
Oh, of course not. And he as he does this, his eyes kind of light up in a color, and you can tell he has some sort of magic that he's using that will keep from seeing cheating. Like he can see anybody cheating, and he would never cheat himself. So he knows it's illusion magic where he can see any type of illusion going on in front of him.
So I say to the dealer, is there a barkeep that walks around, or do I have to go back up to the bar to get another drink before we stop?
If you hold a coin up above your head, the dragon will come and take your order.
Okay, so I grab into my purse, find a coin, and I just hold it up.
Okay, as you hold it up, the dragon comes over and he lands on the table. He takes the coin out of your hand and he lands on the table, still clutching it in his claw. And he says, and then you hear Ivory's voice come out. "What can I get for you?"
Whoa, did you see that? That was very weird. Okay. Well, this is very
Yes.
handy anyway. I guess you're used
Thank
to
you.
that.
I made it.
Oh wait, you made the dragon.
Yes, I made it for Ivory. I owed her a favor, and, well, I tend to cause some disturbances here, so I pay back my owed debt.
Well, bravo. This is actually really cool. All right, I'll just have the same thing that I had before.
Perfect. Grimm's Peak coming up, and the dragon flies off with your money, and then a few moments later comes back with your drink. As Barry's, he introduces himself. "So my name is Barry Wise, and I'll be here with you this evening, keeping an eye on you, making sure no funny business happens. But hopefully everybody can have a swell time." And he deals out the cards to you. Okay, so for meta, for this information on the game, it's kind of like blackjack. Everybody is going to roll 3d6. Hold on, I gotta find my. There we are. Okay, so he puts out the cards in front of him like in blackjack, and then he deals the cards to each of you. So it's just Ardrin and Belkyra right now. So go ahead and each of you roll 3d6.
Alright, what's the buy-in for this, actually? Is there a buy-in?
Yeah, I'm reading to see if it says specifically or if I make it up.
Okay.
Make it up. Make it up.
Okay, yeah, the buy-in's gonna be 10 gold. We'll put it 10 gold to start.
10 gold.
These are high stakes, sweetheart. And, well, we're
You
here
dragged
for...
me to this table, so it better be worth it. I swear to God, if I don't win it. Wait, what? I swear to the gods, if I don't win anything.
I mean, it's all up to chance, right?
Well, I wasn't choosing to play this game. You invited me, which I've It's fine. We'll see how this goes.
I touch one of the, I guess, rocks I had in my pocket from before, and I leave a little message on it, whispering into it, and I want to pass it over to Belkyra. And it says, "This is for the show. We're trying to get information. We have to draw them out, draw something out." So that's what the message
So-
would say.
Okay. So how? I guess I can't do this in front of the poker dealer guy. Okay, yeah, we'll just continue. I'll let you in on this information that I have on in a second, so it could be easier for us to communicate as well. So, continue. I just like sit up and like, oh,
All right.
I sit my.
So, all right, let's deal. So 3d6, you said?
Yeah, 3d6.
Okay, now what do we do with these numbers?
So the point of the game, have you ever played this before?
Oh, I have, but please explain it to my friend.
The point of the game this evening is to get 18 without breaking over it. So you want to get as close up to 18 as you can without going past 18. So you roll your 3 dice, and then if you want to hit, you roll another d6. And then you keep doing it until you bust or till you call.
Okay.
Okay, so do
you want me to like the first roll? Do you want me to like let you know what the total is, or is this my own information?
This would be a lot easier if we were at a table, but
No.
yeah.
Like I already rolled and I can tell you my total.
Well, if you
Yeah,
want to
just-
see, you could also just do the 3d6. Everyone can just roll that in the.
I don't like doing the digital ones because they always fuck me over.
Yeah, I'm with
That's fine.
you. Trust me.
That's fine.
So I mean,
I'm
I
gonna
just put
believe
the
you.
total.
Yeah,
So
you can just put the total.
I got 9 in total.
Hey, me too.
I got 2, 3, 4.
That's exactly what I got.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No fucking way, dude.
Yeah. I can't really show you, but that's what I got.
Oh my god. Wow. Yeah, I got 2 through 4. What are the chances? What the shit?
Well, Chance Gambling Hall. Everything's up to chance.
Yeah, I think we're gonna sit here for a minute.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna roll again though.
I'm gonna hit.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, both of you go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
Okay, and then as you get the number, he says, okay, so now at this point and you can, if you think you're doing good and you want, you can up and bet again. You can put in another gold or 2 or whatever you want to put in, and then the other player would have to match you. And he put in 10 gold of his own too, so he's matching you as well. So it's all 3 of your buying.
Okay.
So right now the pot is currently at 30 gold.
30. Okay. So yeah, that's what I've got so far, and I'm gonna roll again.
Hit me again. Okay. Next round.
And I'm stopping here.
I'm gonna take another one.
Okay.
That's where I'm stopping.
Okay, are we all done? No more betting, no more putting in.
You know,
no...
you know what? I'll ante it up. If you're going to be matching, what's his name?
Well, hold on. Did you roll? Because you know what she rolled, so it's kind of like.
I don't know what she rolled. I can't.
Oh, you don't
I
have it
can't,
up?
I can't.
Okay,
I can't
does
see
it
that
have
part.
open?
Yeah.
Yeah, I checked. Okay. Okay, yeah. If you want to put in, how much do you want to add to the pot?
Just an extra 10 gold. Make it a little bit sweeter.
Okay. And you, my pretty lady.
Wait a second. Is he not supposed to be able to see my rolls?
I can't see your rolls.
I checked on his screen. He doesn't have the chat up on Roll20, so he
because
doesn't know what you rolled.
I'm recording the session, so I have the chat closed, and it's just the game that's up, the board.
I'm just I'm trying to figure out why it's like why that's a thing. Like, are you not supposed in the game? Like in the game, are you not supposed to see what I rolled?
Yeah, in the game, yeah, you're not supposed to know what each other's numbers are.
Right.
Oh,
So you don't
like,
know
okay.
you
Just
don't know
think-
who's higher.
Just think of it, you have one card flat against the surface and the other cards are shown. So I don't know what that first card is, essentially.
I don't gamble. I hate gambling in real life, so I don't know how this works.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you can either forfeit right now or you can add 10 more gold.
All right, I guess I'll go ahead and. I wanted to go shopping.
Don't
gonna
worry,
waste
you'll still go shopping. This is just a lesson.
And then he asks you, "Okay, it's time. Everybody flip your cards. Let's see what you got."
I have 18 exact.
And I've got a 16.
Okay. So yeah, so he pushes he says, "Do you want to play again?"
I want to play with others around. And I slide 20 gold back to Belkyra. I was like, that was just a lesson. But I got, how much was the entire pot at that point? It would have been 60?
Yeah, it would have been 60. So you got 40 gold, and then you gave Belkyra back her 20.
Yeah. Okay.
But, well, are we trying to find somebody else to play with?
Yes, we're trying to see if anyone's being lured out to play with us. As I stamp my stein onto the table, I'll be like, huzzah! I won! And I look
Okay.
around. Do I see any rumblings?
Roll a perception check for me.
Okay. Natural 20?
Not 20. Okay. You see the first thing you notice, looking around, looking at from your winnings, you see Politella's leaving.
Oh, whoa.
She's already like halfway across. She's too busy for you to catch her.
Okay.
So she's leaving. And then looking up from your angle where you are now, looking up into the balcony up overhead, you see a couple things that strike your interest. One, you see Barston's up in the corner, which you didn't notice before. He's upstairs. And then you see a couple of the mime characters that you're familiar with are at a table next to him, and they have their masks kind of pulled up over like to their nose, like because they wear the white masks with the red lips, and they have them kind of pulled up so that they can drink their drinks. And you know what that means, but your friends may not. And then so there's two of them sitting at a table, and then you see another table with just a couple people you don't know sitting there.
Belle, I actually have someone to go see at the moment. If you would like to continue enjoying the game, you now know how it's played. There's also another game that what's the dealer's name?
Barry Wise.
Barry Wise can be sure to introduce you to. I just have to take a quick step away real quick. Just an acquaintance to speak to. I'll be right back.
Well, all right. I have something I have to tell you away from. I'm just going to follow you just for a couple.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Follow me to the stairs.
So, by the way, I just wanted to let you know that, I guess since we're going to be traveling together, that I have this special ability that allows you to be able to communicate with me telepathically.
Really
If there's
now?
ever anything that you want to tell me, and you want to say it in secret, you can let me know that way.
Yes, I can definitely use that.
Well, I mean,
Is that like a passive, or is that like a spell you have to cast?
It's
it's a ring. I'm trying to. While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you're lying, know your alignment, or know your creature type. Creatures can telepathically communicate with you only if you allow it. So everyone can like communicate with me.
That you allow.
Yeah, I think that I think the interpretation of that from a DM's perspective is that if they have the ability to speak to you telepathically, though. So I
Okay.
don't know that Ardrin would technically have the ability to speak to you telepathically.
Okay.
But
Mm,
Yeah, I think that just is a warding spell. I don't think it gives you telepathy.
yeah, I think it's mostly like to hide your mind.
okay. Got it. Well, I'm going to walk away, let him go do thing.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna head up the stairs. I believe these are the stairs, the ones that say up.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna switch scenes real quick after you go up. Okay, so what are Thalia and Nyack doing?
Trying to eye this cat person who walked up and started talking to Thalia and see if she seems like sketchy or like those guys are messing with.
I cannot even hear you.
Oh, my bad. Sorry. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, I was gonna try and like wait a little bit after I gave her that wine, let her settle a little bit, and then be like, so I've been hearing a lot of things going around, or things have been happening in and out of these parts of town. Does she know anything about that?
You're not from here, are you?
Was that obvious?
Well, most people at least look at the newspaper every once in a while, but yeah, Sharn has been a crazy place these last few months. It's definitely not, the only reason I'm down in this lower section of the city in the first place is just to enjoy the festivities, the myriad of people available to watch. I love people watching. It's the best.
That is one of my favorite parts of this place so far. There's quite a few characters running around here.
Aren't there? Isn't it great? And she kind of points over, and she points at one of the kobolds that are talking to Corlin. And
Nyack, your mic. I'm gonna punch it.
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry. Damn, I just bought this thing. What the fuck?
I think that's
Ooh.
probably your computer connection with the mic cord. Or like, what are you using for your headset? Is it wireless or wired?
It's like a headset. I just bought this thing at Walmart. It's like a PlayStation 4 thing. It has a mic and a thing, so I figured it would work.
It might be the port on your phone where you
Okay.
plug it in the auxiliary.
Yeah, it sounds like an
gotcha.
electrical, the connection
Heard.
issue.
Just remember, I'm the tinkerer, so I know.
Can you do it Bluetooth? Is it a Bluetooth headset too?
No, but I have speakers. I can figure something out. But this will work for now. I'm not trying to kill anyone's ears.
Okay.
This 369, are you trying to reconnect your camera? I just see it loading indefinitely.
Yeah, it's been acting weird. It keeps cutting out. It was doing that during meetings this week too.
Yeah. Don't worry, I can build something for you.
Would I be able to roll an insight check to see if she's acting sketchy or like
Yeah.
looking around?
Yeah, I think I said that. It might have been when your mic was cutting out though.
Well, I probably don't see shit because I only got a 10.
Okay, she seems like she's not used to hiding things, so she's pretty easy to read. She doesn't look like she's here for any other purpose than to just watch people, and maybe she's looking for some companionship this evening. But besides that, she doesn't really have anything obvious that she looks like she's going for at the moment.
Got you. I'll make sure to put down my hair and make sure it's not looking okay.
That D&D, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because Nyack's a hardcore virgin.
Yeah, she looks over at you
They don't
and
even know that.
she winks at you and kind of like pets her whiskers a little bit, and then she just kind of turns, doesn't really play into it any more than that.
I smile and spill my drink everywhere.
Ugh.
Oh,
Get it together,
well, my bad. Let me
please.
get that real quick. Start like wiping it up with my robe.
She hisses as she hears the liquid drop next to her. She goes and she like gets up and she's kind of like her fur is kind of puffed up a little bit around the collar, and she's like, ah, and she just gets up and she walks off.
I'm like smooth, smooth.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Okay. SM396, what are you doing? Just chilling, watching the band.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
discreetly take off the what you call it, the pen that I got, since I'm like I have my back to them right now. I'm guessing it's on my right pedestal because it's actually like not in their view sight.
Yeah,
So I'm
I
just
rolled
gonna
perception
discreetly,
checks from earlier. They didn't see it before.
yeah,
So yeah, you're able to remove it without them
I'm
seeing.
just gonna pocket it. And just while I'm here, I'm just gonna try to make buddy buddy with them. But I'm about to walk off.
He's
And
undercover.
what was your name as well? I got Goosen, but I didn't catch you, other cold ball person. You.
My name is Fusha.
Fusha. And,
Fusha
and
and
all you
Fusha.
cobalt people, like you have the craziest names. Fusha,
Well, what's yours?
Corlin. Like that is like straight off like a normal name.
Say,
Like
that's
I'm
pretty
like next
crazy.
time
That
I
doesn't.
see you,
I never hear that
I'm
name
not going
down
to
in the
remember it.
cogs. That's nuts. No one's called that down in the cogs.
Well,
But we
you
all speak
cogs need to get
goblin
out
down
every
there.
once in a while.
Well, that's why we're here, isn't it? Say,
I
buddy.
well, good point. I hear that. Yeah. Just get out a little more. Like it spreads your horizons. You know what I say. But hey, I'll
Yeah,
tell you
yeah,
this:
yeah.
it was nice meeting you. Hopefully, we see each other again sometime. I don't know. I'll check out this person's kitchen. We'll see how it goes. If it's bad, I'm going to let you know.
Sure, partner. As long as you check it out, that's fine with us. You let us know what you think. You can write a review in the Sharn Inquisitor for all
Nah,
we
that's too
care.
much effort.
And he's like, yeah, buddy, that. And the other one, Gushan's like, see, buddy, that's just the thing that you would do. Your type. We just know, like, you'd write something in the Sharn Inquisitive, an article about the disgusting feats of the Kobold and what we do. That's just your kind,
Who
isn't it?
cares? It's either it's good or it's bad. It's easy as that. I mean, either it's good or bad. It doesn't matter who makes it. I
I
think
think,
that you're labeling it a little, excessively right now.
well, kobolds and shifters don't always like the same thing, so you may not like it. But if you don't like it, just you don't like it. You don't have to go and post something in the newspaper about it,
No, like I said, way too much effort. That means I have to go tell people, complain. 3 weeks later, something actually happens. No, that's cool. Pass. But yeah, anyways, it was nice to meet the two of you.
Yeah, see you around.
Wow, like your personality went from cool to not cool. Walk away.
Yeah, that had to do with the role. Okay, so upstairs we have Arjun. It's over here. That's where the stairs come up. The music shut off. Huh.
It's like the map got a lot bigger all of a sudden.
Let me see what I can do. Seeing what I can do about the music.
It's fine. You can go up and let me know what you're gonna do up front.
I need you to move my character in there.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah. I walk by these tables. Do I see anyone of reference? I know I'm aiming for where I saw Barston, but do I see? I passed by the two mimes.
And I stop and say, "Oh, looks like it's happy hour, right?"
You see one of them kind of gives you a kind of like signs to you, and you know just know from your experience with them that they're saying that they recognize you, and that they're saying, "How do you do?" Like,
I'm doing great. I was thinking if you guys used your vocal cords around here, but it looks like you just use it to guzzle. You use your throats for that reason, and that's fine. That's fine. Everyone needs to eat, right? Have a great time, guys. Also, keep an eye out. And I find awkwardly walk away from them. Music's back. And I move Mosey on over to where I see them, and I just casually take a seat at the table.
This music.
okay, so they neither of them notice you walking up. They're in a conversation, like huddled together in the dark corner of this club, right? So they're kind of like, you can tell he's being intimate with her, you know, close conversation and stuff, and paying really close attention to what she's saying. And as you come and sit down, you pull out a chair, and it's like a chair that's meant for somebody bigger than you. So you're kind of like a little bit like low at the table, but you're kind of used to it. So you kind of like crawl up and sit on your knees, like a kid at the table.
Well, what does it look like we have here?
Oh, Ardrin. You, of all people, didn't expect to see you around tonight.
How would you not? I mean, I haven't been around for a little bit, but still, I didn't expect to see you here. This typically isn't the establishment you hang around in. Are you trying to move up?
I mean, we've been here a few times, I'd say, but yes, trying to move up. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, only because, you know, usually only around here with me, but are you going to introduce me?
I suppose I should. And he gestures over and says, "This is my girlfriend. Her name's Ash." And as you look over, Barston is a Dragonborn. He's a Dragonborn. He's also he's black, and then he's got like red stripes, red ears, and then red stripes like on his shoulders and down his arms. Kind of looks like black tattoos over the red. And then he's holding a staff, and then the girl that he's sitting with, she's heavily cloaked, so you can't even really see her face fully, but you can tell from her like features, her nose and her mouth, that she's either elvish or human or something more common.
Well, nice to meet you, Ash. Barston, do you have a moment?
Sure, Arjun, I guess we can take a second. Do you mind, Ash? And Ash goes, "No, that's perfectly delightful." And so Barston stands up and walks with you.
Okay. So, Barston, how have things been since my disappearance?
I was looking for the other picture. Okay. Well, Arjun, I think a lot has changed between our families, that's for sure. Our guilds, rather. But, you know, this is just a lengthy conversation. Are you sure you're ready for it?
Barston, it's been too long. I mean, is your patron okay with waiting? Your girlfriend?
Girlfriend, yeah. She works in the temple down in the cogs. She's a priestess of the shadow.
Really?
Yeah. She doesn't leave the temple very much though, so it's mostly just Yeah, she's mostly just. She doesn't know a whole lot about what the Dask do, per se, but she keeps an eye out, I suppose. That's how I met her, is just going to the temple to see. So how's it been going, Ardrin? How was your adventure before I let you know in on these clues?
Okay, well, I went off on a mission for my dad, got robbed, ended up taking a train to the middle of fucking nowhere, ended up partying with a bunch of people, a bunch of halflings like myself, getting high. It was really good times, and then Grin, you know Grin, came in, ripped me away. And, well, we had to complete the mission from there. So, delivered this stick, and then the stick turned into something, into like a weapon, and this guy came in and got ripped, his shadow got ripped out of him. It was crazy. And then we are on our way back, train crash. Like, there's so much that just happened in like the few weeks span here.
A shadow got ripped out of him, huh?
Yeah, yeah,
That sounds intense.
yeah, and it's funny.
Speaking of shadows.
Exactly.
He kind of looks over at Ash and he gives her a wink, and then he looks back at you. He says, you know, the city is under there's a lot going on right now. What have you heard since you've been back?
Well, I heard there's been some Dask insurgents happening in this part of are we in the upper wards or middle wards or lower wards right now?
Right now you're in the lower wards.
Lower wards. Yeah, coming up from the lower tiers and, well, from the Dask side of things. And I didn't know it would be you. I was told downstairs by Ivory, but Ivory knows you. So I didn't really notice any other Dask here. But
He looks over he kind of puts his arms over the banister and he looks down and he says, you see those two kobolds?
oh, yeah. I didn't notice them before.
Yeah, there's a few of us around. If you go out in the street, you'll probably see more too. They've been quickly moving their way up the city.
So that's why you're here. Usually...
Well, I'm here to entertain. That's why I'm in my normal spot. But yeah, there's definitely been a lot more Dasks around. Your father, let me tell you, every time he comes in here, he throws a fit. But
That's
he
what I'm
just keeps
saying.
Going up. He
Yeah.
can't kick us all out, right? He'd have no business left.
I mean, he definitely could. But I guess money is sometimes a little more important. That's correct, because any money from any kind is still money, right? To be put in his pocket. My pocket. Our pocket.
Yeah, but like if the money's coming from the rival, sometimes that's just not what you want. But we'll see. Anyway, so in the city, there's been a lot of strife between the guilds. Have you heard about the deaths? Have you read the newspapers recently?
I read some things, but nothing too specific. My dad was telling me some things as I came back in just an hour ago, so newspapers haven't been on my top tier list. And I try to
Yeah.
look around to see if there's a newspaper anywhere, because they keep mentioning newspapers. I'm like, let me just fucking find one.
Make a perception roll.
Okay.
As you're looking around, he tells you, he says, yeah, the Bormar Guild, they've been tampering the drugs. They've been tampering with the Phaedos. Have you heard about it? From what we know, they've been cutting it with something that's definitely not in the, original formula, if you know what I mean. So I'm not sure what's going on, but it's causing people to be out of their mind. I don't even know. I'm sure if you go outside, you'll see a falling body somewhere.
21 on perception. And no way. My family would never cut into stuff. Most of the stuff is pure. I mean, I usually take the stuff myself. You know that, Barston. That's how we met.
Yeah, but you get it from our supply lines, don't you?
I guess my parents didn't really have a way of handing them to me or allowing me to have it. So, I guess I thought they're kind of intermingled a little bit. Like they get from the main big supplier, and then it trickles down into here's the portion for the Dusk, here's the portion for the Boromars. You know, I guess wherever my family's doing that. Are you sure?
That's what my superiors are telling me.
Are you sure it's not just like saying it and just trying to downplay the business? Because that's what it sounds like.
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Insight, another dirty 21. Well, 21.
Okay, he looks like he's being truthful. That's what his superiors told him. He doesn't know the truth of the matter, and he doesn't. A, he doesn't really care, and two, he doesn't really have the time to look into it. So, but he looks like he's being honest.
Did I find that newspaper with my 21 perception?
No, you look around. You see a bunch of people at tables with cards on the table and lanterns, but there's no newspapers lying around anywhere.
I gotta look more into that. My father had mentioned something about Kyber's Gate, and to go there looking for information, but I know we're close, and you'll tell me if anything to deal with my father's ramblings, as you know I'm a little more understanding of things. Do you know what's going on over there?
Arjun, buddy, okay, you can't go to Kyber's Gate. Everybody there would know you.
Well,
But, if you're, why do you need to go there?
that's where my father said that there's an inkling of information to find more about what's going on with, I guess, the crazedness, the influx of Dusk into these parts of town, and to figure out really what this craziness is happening around. And you're saying it's towards my guild's production, but my father's on some other whim, so I'm taking both with a grain of salt at the moment and trying to understand the true entity of these issues.
Okay, so at this point, Ash hears you. She's, trying to avoid the conversation as best she can, but she knows what you're talking about. And she stands up and walks over to you, and she says, but why would you go to Kyber's Gate for the drugs? The drugs all go through Malian's Gate.
Maybe it wasn't about the drugs directly. I'm not entirely sure, but my father wanted to send me there knowing of this, and knowing that everyone would know me there. I don't know, but I do have some companions downstairs that I could possibly send there in my stead.
Friends, you say?
I did not say friends, I said companions.
Companions. And Ash goes, ooh, more people to party with?
Yeah, sure.
Well, introduce us.
Alright, follow me.
And we go downstairs.
Okay, so back downstairs we have, let's see, who wants to go next?
Just roll a 1d6.
3. Corlin. What are you doing, Corlin?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Can't hear him.
He's muted in
Oh, he
Discord.
muted himself.
Oh, there we go. I've had myself muted. I come over here and I introduce myself to these dwarves. You are the first dwarves that I've seen since I've actually come into this town. I've had plenty of them at back where I'm from in Wolf's Paw, but I've never seen them in the towns yet. How are you guys doing tonight?
Aye, we're doing good, brother. How are you?
Doing better. The drinks are actually pretty good.
Yes, that Grimspeak ale, that'll sure do the trick, won't it?
Nah, so far it's been doing quite the trick. The band has been very impressive too. I've been enjoying them. It's the first
Yeah.
time I've seen the Warforged band.
The Tapman and his crew, they're the best in town. Best in, Lower City anyway, but definitely a good show, that's for sure.
Your voice is intriguing. Where are you from?
Aye, we come from the Moor Holes, the mountains up in the northeast. Have you heard of them?
No, I have not. Not in the slightest. You would
And
be the first.
So as you look at him more closely, one of them, he's got like a mohawk shaved on the top, and he's got a weapon that looks like it has a tentacle wrapped all the way around his arm, and then it goes down. It's like a dagger that's like held here, but the tentacle is kind of like moving creepily all the way up its arms, just kind of continuously always moving. And then you see on the other dwarf, his hair is super poofy, like way far out, and his beard is like disheveled and miskept, and there's kind of like, you look at it closely, and as you look at it closer, you notice things in it, like there's a bug here, and then and he has this huge staff that he's carrying with him. He definitely, you are familiar with druids enough to know that he's probably a druid of some kind. And the other one kind of looks like a warrior. He's got full armor on.
You guys, y'all look amazing. Like your arm, I don't know what it is, but wow.
Yeah, it's similar to what you've seen from Nyack's hammer, but it's a different version of the same type of weapon.
I haven't looked at Nyack's hammer that closely. That thing looks more impressive, at least from this point. So what brings you guys to town?
Wild Night, of course. We're here for the celebration.
Yes, it's very important.
Is that what brought you to town?
Most of it, yes. And then we got this mission. Now we're on mission. Now we're trying to accomplish mission. So.
Member of a guild, I presume.
Recently, I've been working for a total of an hour, maybe 2.
New recruits, they're the best, aren't they? And the other dwarf, ha 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 ha, and they chuckle really deep, laugh at you.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere, okay? Maybe I'm here, but I'll be here eventually. You just hold your horses. You'll know who Corlin is in the future, trust me.
I bet that be the truth. And
But anyways, yes, back to mission. I need to backpedal. I'm just kind of introducing myself, meeting new people. You guys seemed interesting. You might need to know a thing or two. I was just wondering if you know of any of the things that have been happening recently with the Fey Dust that have been going around. Things that have been killing people, apparently. That was new. I was trying to figure out who was actually of the cause of the solution, blah, blah, blah. Trying to fix a problem.
Did you know that, or is that meta?
No, your dad said that, didn't you?
Oh
yeah.
Oh, did?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was part of the mission.
I
I don't think that Thalia and Nyack heard it, and I don't think Belkara heard it either, because they were downstairs. But when Corwin and Ardran and SM396 were upstairs with Sidon, that's when he told you about the drugs causing insanity.
Yeah, and they knew that I could make it, so they were talking to me about it.
Yeah. So the druid looks at you and he says, yes, we've been researching some of the components involved that we think might be causing this. I was actually planning on making an expedition down that direction soon. I haven't really decided yet. My information's a little misleading, as it seems to be throughout this entire city, but Kyber's Gate is probably the direction I'm heading.
Well, if you go that way, let us know. We have me and my new companions are looking to fix this problem, and I can actually tell if this drug has been tampered with. So
Yeah.
I just need to see it for myself, honestly. And
Good
what
to
is your
know.
name, by the chance? Hello, I'm Corlin. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The one with the weapon looks over and he goes, my name be Marla. Marlak. Sorry.
Marlock. See, now your name seems more normal. I met these two guys earlier. Crazy.
Oh, they must have been those goblinkin, huh?
Yeah, those two are interesting, to say the least. They're trying to send me to their sister's kitchen. I don't know.
And the other one looks at you and goes, my name is Bush.
Bush. I like you. Alright, Bush. Marlock and Bush. I think this is a start of a good relationship.
Yeah, where you be staying this evening?
Well, honestly, I don't know. You know, I'm probably going to talk to my companions and say, well, you know, the little guy that we're here with, he kind of, you know, his dad kind of owns the place. So,
Oh, the Boromars, huh?
so you've heard of them. Yeah, I take out this pen, I put it on.
Yeah, we know
Yeah.
a thing or two about their kind. And he kind of like looks around the room for halflings to see if he sees Ardrin anywhere, but he doesn't see him. Let me roll for that to make sure. Yeah, he rolled a nat 1. He doesn't see him. So yeah, they kind of perk up at the name of Boromar, but they're you look at them, they're not wearing a Boromar pen or anything like that. They don't have any like obvious allegiance at hand.
Yeah, I mean, they have work. I know the people. They've helped out my mentor, so no problem. At least no problem so far.
Yeah, maybe does he have information? Maybe we should stop by his estate and visit him
He
to
does
see.
have some information, but honestly, he's trying to gather information right now. So I would say give him time. You know, we're here trying to help him accomplish that actual task right now.
Oh, I see. Well, we're staying upstairs here, so if you need a second or third set of hands, let us know.
Oh, for certain, I will. I appreciate this, exchange that we've had. This is a really nice change of pace. Those other guys that I was just talking to, fucking dicks. Like, no joke.
Yeah,
I kind of wander off.
Okay, cool. Okay. Let's see. For Belkyra, what are you doing?
Sorry. Yeah, I was just sitting here sipping on my sippy drink. Just chilling.
Okay.
Not playing any of the game, just solo, just hanging out.
So,
Sitting at the bar.
Thalia, have you been enjoying the bar? I mean, definitely different from like where we came from.
I went since y'all have just been sitting at the bar this entire time. I went Nyack and Thalia to roll a Constitution saving throw for me real quick.
Heard. I got a 14.
Lean into me.
Yeah.
And a 16.
Okay, so Thalia can hold her handle just hold her alcohol just a little bit better. So she, age and all that jazz. So she's not obviously drunk, but Nyack's kind of like, he's got alcohol down in the front of his shirt and he kind of looks like he might stumble when he stands.
Having a hard time.
So yeah, have you two been enjoying the bar that we're currently in?
Yes. A little too much for Nyack.
Yeah, man. And this alcohol, it's really, really good.
Yeah, I thought so too. I don't think I'm drinking what you're drinking, but I like what I got in my hand.
And as you say that, the dragon lands right in front of you guys. Can I get you anything?
Another glass,
I'm doing
please.
Can I get a round for me and my 3 friends here?
Sure. Would you like another bottle, or would you like a round of Grimm's Pete?
We should take shots.
Fire whiskey it is! And it flies
Fire
off.
whiskey.
I think you guys need to slow the roll. Remember
I'm
what we're doing here.
I'm okay. Nyack definitely does, but I'm not gonna say no to a free shot.
I think this is like a one and done situation.
I'll watch
You
out
hear
for
what
him
I'm
after
saying?
this. Yeah, I agree.
Well, I say like we walk away from bar after this.
That's probably a good idea. I'm
Wise.
wearing half of it right now.
That's wise, but let's cheers to that. One and done.
Okay, at this point, yeah, Ivory's helper comes over. He says, "Hi guys, my name is Ralphie, and I'll be helping you tonight." And he's a little halfling. He's got like a sliding step stool that he takes with him everywhere. So he kind of like crawls up to the counter and shuts on your shots and says,
It's amazing.
"Everybody enjoy," and backs down, and runs away.
Cute.
Yeah. Little man has talent.
Can I tip
You
you?
can get
Alright.
one of those for Arjun.
Oh,
What's that?
We need to get one of the stools for
For
our friend
Arjun.
Arjun.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe we invest in that in the future, you know?
well, if he's so good at making things, he should make his own.
Touche. So, we
Cheers.
downing this to anything? Okay, cheers.
To one and done, and to more Fey dust.
Well, one and done. We got the Fadas covered, at least for now. I might have to go back home eventually.
Thank God.
And then boom. Go ahead and take a shot.
Clink.
Cheers.
I gag on that one because I don't really like fire whiskey.
Yeah, it didn't bother me.
Yeah.
Nash doesn't taste it because he's already blackout.
I'm
It's
not
only like my
blackout.
second drink of the night, so.
I do overtip though.
Yeah, so there's tip jars on the bar intervals of every 3 seats or so. Okay. Okay, and then SM396. What are you doing? Anything else?
I'm gonna go drop a couple of coins into the hat for a tip.
Okay, as you walk up, he finishes his solo, and he has a moment to speak to you, and he says, "Oh, I see one of our kind. How are you doing, young lady?" Or, yeah, young Warforged.
Or,
Haven't thought that one through. Sorry.
I've
it's
never
they or
seen
them, okay, Jamie.
I've never seen our kind with modification like yours.
Yeah, he looks you over, and he can tell by your by what you're wearing that you're simple. You don't have like all the gadgets and stuff that they do. He goes, yeah. If you stay in the city long enough, things just tend to add on. There's a lot around here that you can find.
Do you recommend a particular workshop?
Ah, the Cannith. Go to the factory, the Cannith, and you'll find something. I'm sure they do the best work. And he kind of starts like, he shows you like his arm, and his arm has like the spot where it opens up, and then it has 2 daggers, just like one on the upper arm and one on the mid arm. And he says, for, quick use, and then he just closes it automatically. And then he shows you, he takes off his jacket a little bit, and he's got something on his neck, and he opens it up, and it's like a blow dart hole that like shoots out blow darts. So he's just kind of showing you. And then as the band, it kind of wraps up their song that they're working on, and the pianist kind of gets up and walks over to you and says, "Ah, are you new to town?"
I've been here before, but I haven't explored much.
Yeah, you should take a look down in the cogs. There's a district there, Malian's Gate. It's full of Warforged. There's lots of different specific things that our kind like to partake in. Maybe you should check it out.
It's in Malian's Forge.
Malian's Gate. I'll write it out. Malian's Gate.
You said, and it's in the cogs. Okay, I'll have to check it out.
let us know what you think. You'll probably see it's around down there. It's where most of our shows are. We only got to spotlight here tonight for the festival, but that's where we usually play.
No rules.
Drop my coins and just wander off now because I don't continue that conversation.
Okay, so at this point, okay, so back to Ardren, Ash, and Barson.
Oh shit, Palatella was here and the Warforged. I forgot to. Alright, what? Never mind. Barson, is Palatella place she normally does?
Who?
Palutella?
Yeah, I haven't. I wouldn't know, but I'm guessing she's lived there her whole life. I doubt she'd move now.
Ah, I forgot to ask earlier. What's going on between you guys anyway? As we're walking down the stairs, this is happening. What's going on between you guys? We were all pretty close before I left, and that was just a couple of weeks, months, whatever.
It's been a few months, but you know, I think that while you were gone, you know, things weren't quite the same in our little trio. So let's just say I kindly turned her down once or twice, and it had a negative effect.
What?
And now that Ash is in the picture, she's not really so keen.
No way. I had the thing for her. Never mind. Well, now's my chance. Whatever. Okay. That's interesting. Sucks, but interesting to know. Well, let me introduce you. Oh, they're all over the place. Okay, let's just walk over here, and then we walk over to the bar.
Literally all at the bar.
No, you guys, you were all over the place. Okay, you had Brandy down there, and well, I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe I'm drunk. Who knows?
Okay, so they're following you.
Okay, we go over to the group, and I go, "Hey guys, what have you guys found out?"
That you know, this group of people, total dickwads. You know, I was trying to be cool with them at first, and then they were like, not so cool. Guys in back, they're cool.
Those are Dusk, Marston said.
As I whisper it over.
Yeah. Who cares
Yeah.
who they are? The bottom line, they're not that cool.
Wait, both for them. Okay, so one of them notices Barson talking to you guys. He hasn't seen the pens or anything, but he notices you talking. He notices Barson, and he notices who he's talking to. Ardren is. He doesn't know that you are Ardren, but he knows that you're a halfling, and he knows that halflings are usually associated with the Boromar Guild. So he's like eyeing you a little suspiciously.
Are you talking about the kobolds?
Yeah, one of the kobolds. The one that's like looking your direction.
Hey, we're cool. Don't worry about that little guy. I mean, what, Gwyn, right? Floon? Yeah.
Pusha.
No. I don't even think I need to worry about your gleam over here, right? You kind of dick to me earlier, so I don't need you staring at my direction. You go do your own thing.
Roll for intimidation.
Calm down, Corlin. We're supposed to be undercover.
Like I was talking to him earlier. We're completely fine.
That doesn't sound completely fine. Either way, Barston. This is my friend Barston and his lovely
16.
lady, Ash.
What'd you
14
say?
plus 2. 16.
Okay. That's Ash. Okay, so
Ash, and Barson. This is Talia. This is Nyack and Corlin. Hey, Nyack, you and Shadow Girl over here, you guys may have a connection or something. You guys like to deal with the shadows, right? And yeah.
Barston looks over at Nyack's weapon. He sees it on your arm, and he goes, that's an interesting piece of equipment you got there.
Thank you, my friend.
Where'd you come by that?
I've always had it. It was my mother's.
that piques my interest. He looks over at Thalia and he's like, where are you from? You don't look like you're from Sharn.
Definitely not from Sharn. I can't honestly remember how to pronounce it.
Talenta Plains, yeah.
The
So,
plains, correct. Yeah. Took a train here. Far from home. First time in Sharn. Are you from there?
me, no. I know a great deal about Talenta Plains from this one's family, and he points at Ardrin. But, no, I've never been there myself personally. However, I am from here. I'm from Sharn. I've been here most of my life. I live in lower level, the cogs, but
Sharn's where it's at.
it's a big city. It's a room for everyone. Or
Time
at
to
least that's
learn
what we
that.
hope. Okay, and then at this point, Ash looks over at you. She's kind of like gauging you a little bit, and she goes, "Are you a follower of the Shadow by chance?" The Shadow. Okay, the Shadow is it's a deity. It's one of the Dark Six. So, the deities of Eberron. There's the good ones, which are called the Sovereign Host. Onatar, who Nyack follows, is one of the Sovereign Host. And then there is the Dark ones. They're called the Dark Six, and that would be the Traveler, the Fury, the Devourer, the Shadow. So the Shadow is one of the dark entities. It's known for trickery and mischief, and taking what you want when you want it. And why don't you deserve anything and everything you can get your hands on? If you can get it, it should be yours. So that's the Shadow. And she kind of looks you over, and she asks if you're the follower of the Shadow.
Is she talking to me or?
She's talking to Thalia.
Oh, yes, definitely. That's what I was like. Definitely me.
You should come visit my temple sometime. I bet you'd like it. I think if I'm gauging you right, and I'm gonna roll to see if she is. Like she's not, but she's like maybe you are interested in this sort of thing, but you'll have to come see for yourself and check it out.
Definitely. Where's your temple located at?
It's in the district. It's in the cogs as well.
In the cogs. Okay.
It's
Starting to
located...
think we're going to the cogs.
Yeah, I was about to say we are gonna have to take a quick trip to the cogs here soon, as a group.
It's located in. Trying to look at my map real quick. I should have this pulled up. It's located in Ash Black. A district Ash Black.
Heard. Are you there most of the time?
Yes, I do. I spend quite a bit of my time there whenever I'm not out, swindling people for their coin.
That is what I like to hear.
She's like, would you like to gamble?
Me? I would, actually.
My friend Barry Wise over there, he is a follower of the Shadow as well. He visits quite often. He is quite the delight. And I bet that he'll play a fair game. We'll see what happens.
All right. Point me in his direction.
Okay. Yeah, she walks over towards the table where Belkyra and Arjun were sitting earlier.
You can
Over here. Gotcha. Let's see if I'm feeling lucky today.
Yeah, you want to go chill over here?
And then,
It's the far one, right? Yeah, down here. I know it.
Okay. So we'll do that in a second. Is there anybody else? Barson's like, yeah. Anybody want to join them?
I'm fine.
Bell. Bell and 90. Gotta come up with a name for you. Robot. Come on. Pokey. Pokey? Pokey.
Pokey.
Pokey, come over here.
I wander over.
How have you been doing, Pokey? I haven't seen you at all.
I was talking to the Warforge.
Oh, they are quite good. Very impressive. I've never actually seen a band of Warforged. Very impressive.
I have not either. They said something about Malian's Gate.
Where's that at?
They said the cog.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
crazy.
Malian's Gate. That's close by Ash Black down there. It's very
Yeah.
It's a good
Asshole
place to
said
go.
something about cogs too. Something about Claire's kitchen.
Asshole.
Oh, Claire's Kitchen. Yeah, that's actually in Malian's Gate. It's Malian's Gate's kind of known for its Warforge. It's you know, let's say, since you're newcomers, it's the safest place in the city for a Warforge.
Well, that is perfect. We need to make a trip coming up here after this club. Cogs.
Well, we got a couple destinations I think that we wanted to see. I remember
Yeah.
coming in, like, Belle over here wanted to go, I don't know,
Shopping.
shopping. You
Magic
know?
dress.
I don't
mean-
know how important that still is to her. She'll have to explain later.
It's very important. Sorry, I'm assisting with a TP situation.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's obviously very important.
Just as
I
important
need to
as
go
the TP
shopping.
situation. So Barson kind of looks over at Belkyra and he scans you. He's not hiding it either. He scans Belkyra, looking at her, and says, "I don't know why you think you need new clothes, but if you want to go up to the top, I can take you. I can take you to the upper city."
Stop it! Okay, sorry.
It's okay. Don't worry.
Hold on. Who am I speaking to?
Barson's the one that's talking. Let me put out his nameplate since y'all know him now.
Arjun's homie.
Jamie, I just wanted to throw this out to you.
Oh, the one
That,
that was upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
no. That Malian's Gate is in the lower wards, not the cogs.
What, baby?
Yeah, it's like the
Okay.
gateway down.
Gotcha.
So same area, kinda.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
like
way.
the
Okay, gotcha.
transition point between the lower level and the cogs below.
Gotcha.
But thank you for knowing that. I appreciate that. You know what, Arjun, you get inspiration for looking that up on the map. Like 1d6.
I have to turn on Ryan.
Huh?
Who's
I
Ryan?
don't know,
Why is he
it's-
getting turned on?
His YouTube show. Oh, yeah, I guess it does sound weird, huh?
Yeah, it's just like, oh shit, I forgot to turn on Ryan again. Oh, God. He's gonna be in such a bad mood later.
Ryan's toy review. He's like begging me to turn it on, so maybe he'll leave me alone. I found Ryan. Okay, there you go. All right, now shut up.
Good mom.
That's exactly
It's a
how
better
I
in-law
would
move right
parent.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
I mean,
Shopping. Yes, shopping.
super important.
I tried
Shopping,
to
we
solve
gotta
this
go to
situation
Cogs.
earlier. There is no solving this situation.
Mm.
So okay, so
So-
Barston's gonna ask you guys real quick. He says, so all of you, are you all involved with our friend over here? And he kind of nudges Ardrin with like his hand since it's so low. Like
You could
nudges you on
say
the
that.
shoulder.
Yeah,
Yes, let's just assume that. Yes.
It's quite a group. He scans all of you, like taking in the differences between the very varied group of people that's in front of him.
Hey, my eyes are up here. Okay.
And believe me, buddy, you weren't the one I was looking at.
That's good to know.
Oh, was it Belle? Yeah, she's definitely a looker. I mean, Dahlia's not doing so bad tonight either. Oh, that alcohol's getting to me.
Okay, so yeah, he's looking at all of you. So I don't know if you know this, everyone, but I'm a member of the DASK. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. I don't want anyone to think anything, but I've been good friends with Arjun since we were very little. We've been grown up in the city together, so it's not that I have anything against you guys, but in public spaces it might be challenging for me to stay with you.
Understand. Everyone comes from
Taken.
different areas, different backgrounds, blah blah blah. You haven't done shit to us yet. So until you do, you're cool with me.
I would never, not to Arjun's friends. And he kind of nudges you again with his hand.
Companion.
Yeah. You know, talk is cheap, action is different.
Yeah. Okay, so DM me. What do y'all want to do now? Do you want to go to Devondi's or
We still got people to talk to here.
do you? Yeah, and Thalia, do you want to actually play a game and try to win some money?
I'm gonna force Nyack
I'm
to go
down.
play with them. I'm gonna try. Nyack, look at yourself. What a mess. I think a nice game would take your mind off of things and
Anything
your money.
to move him away from the bar is
Yeah,
a good
let's
idea.
how about we could pick him up. By we, I mean Coylin and Barston.
I think this is fine. I think that you're doing a great job.
Someone needs to get
Hey,
him off the bar
Pokey.
stool.
Yeah, Barston, get him off the bar stool. Barstool, please. Thanks.
That's okay. I can take a hint. I don't need the big man to pick me up. I'll head over to stumble over to the game over there to try to lose some money.
Yeah, you already overtipped. You're probably broke by now, homie.
Almost.
I think all of you got 50 gold from my debt. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
everyone got 50 gold.
Yeah,
So.
he probably spent like half of it by now.
Yeah. At this point, the band's kind of done as somebody else steps on stage, and actually, you know, Digit starts doing a solo act, so it's just piano music at this point. And then Father Malcolm is the drummer. He's gonna come over, and he sees Ash. He knows Ash because he's also a follower of the Shadow. He's kind of like high up in the temple there. So he comes down, sits down with her, says, "Hey, Ash, you wanna go against me?" And she looks over and she's like, "Yeah, any day of the week." And they sit down. So they're gonna play with you guys.
What
You're
about?
gonna have to pull up your own chair.
Yeah, Nyack needs his own chair.
Oh, you want me to dig out a chair? I can dig out a chair real quick.
He can stand, it's fine.
Awkwardly hover over y'all.
What's good?
He's just swaying back and forth.
Yeah, he's drunk as fuck.
Okay, so Barry Wise, he's like, perfect, more customers, and he does his flourishes with his cards, and then he deals out the cards to you, and he says, "Everybody, 3 cards." So each of you need to roll 3d6.
Dope. I got a 6, a 3, and a 2.
Okay, so Father Malcolm's gonna hold where he's at. 9.
You should explain the rules of the game again, real quick.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna roll 3d6. The call-in is 10 gold. So everyone puts 10 gold into the pot. So currently there's 50 gold in. The house puts in 10 gold. Father Malcolm, Ash, and then each Nyack and Thalia put in 10 gold. So it's currently at 50 gold. And then each person rolls 3d6. The point of the game is that you want to get to 18, but not go over. So so you have your three cards in front of you, and then he's gonna ask if anybody wants a hit. Maybe you want to roll another card or roll another dice.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
so-
all
I
gonna
will roll
build
as
up to
well.
18.
Okay, Nyack
Try
go
to-
first, I guess, because he's... Did
I
it
guess,
first. Here you
I
go.
guess you guys could try to keep it a secret, like what your numbers are actually from each other.
Because you're all, yeah. 'Cause you're
Yeah, we're actually trying to
competing
play
one
against each
another.
other.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, heard.
I won't look at the screen.
Okay, and then after everyone takes their first card, additional card, I guess their fourth card, whatever. He asks if you want to raise. Does anybody want to raise the bet? And then Father Malcolm's gonna throw in 2 more gold and ask each of you to match 2 more gold.
I throw in 2 more gold as well.
Okay. Does Sally throw in 2 more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And then he asks again, does anybody want another hit? Another card?
Stay.
Stay.
I'll go for it.
Okay, go for it.
Mm. Okay, so I'm right there. Okay.
Okay, and then
I
he's
guess I'm
gonna
gonna stay.
Okay. Ash and Father Malcolm both stay as well. So Barry's like, okay, everybody. The pot is currently at 58 gold. That's right? No, 60 gold. Everyone flip your cards.
Flip mine. I flip mine over.
How much did you get?
I had a 6, a 3, and a 2 for the first one, and then the first time I said hit me, I got it. So that put me up to 17.
17? Okay. And then what did you get, Thalia?
Yeah, I landed at 17 on the last one.
Okay. Father Malcolm flips his over and he got 16. He's like, oh man. And Ash flips hers over and she got 15. So between the two of you, you won 60 gold. So each of you get 30 gold back.
Hell
Sweet.
yeah. I go for
So-
a super awkward high five.
And Father
Oh,
Malcolm
look at that.
Father Malcolm kind of watches your hand for a second, and then when he sees it like stationary, he hits it. Not super hard, but definitely metal on hand, which is it stung a bit, you know.
Yeah.
You're trying to act like it didn't hurt.
Yeah, well, a single tier kind of wells up.
Cool. So y'all made an extra 18 gold.
Dope. I tip Father, I tip the robot man a gold piece.
He takes it, he kind of flicks it in the air, and then he kind of catches it with his hand and shoves it in his coat pocket.
Ah, he's so cool.
Okay, game's over. I mean, y'all can play again, or we can go to Devani's.
Let's get
I'm gonna
out of
go
here.
with the win. Yeah, I'm cool all in my head.
Go out on top.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nyack doesn't need to drink anymore anyway.
I need this win.
Okay, so
Finally, I've been waiting forever.
as you stumble out of the bar, Paulitella, first off, is in the corner. All of y'all kind of met her, so she's just kind of standing there. She knew Barston was inside, but she didn't want to be in there when you found him. So she's just waiting. And when she sees Barston walk out, she's kind of like she sighs, and then she just wanders off away from the group. Watching
If I
the
see
dancers.
Palutella, I want to try and run for her real quick.
Okay, roll a perception check. Let's see if you see her.
Okay. Perception.
Wow, that's
would-
not what I meant to do.
Perception would be a 16.
16. Okay, so just barely. You see her out of the corner of your eye, and you're chasing after her.
Yep.
You kind of have to swivel around the blade dancer as he's twirling.
Oh, huh. Whew. Ducking under and shit. Palusu, Tella. Hey,
Hey, Hey, how's it going?
I thought you left a while ago. Well, glad I caught you. I owe a favor to a Warforge companion of mine. They want a new face. Is that something you can assist with?
Of course. That's what we do.
Okay. Are you still at the same shop on?
Yep, still in the same shop. Haven't picked a location for you.
Oh, okay.
Is it gonna be in the cogs?
No, it's in the lower ward somewhere.
damn.
We'll put it over in Precarious.
Precarious.
Precarious. It's right next to Colestin in the lower city.
Okay. All right, perfect. You're gonna be there in a bit here, or are you heading back there now?
Yeah, I'm heading back. You know what? This is actually a good distraction for me. I'm gonna go to my workshop and see what parts I have. Is she here, or is it here?
Yeah. Pokey. And I try calling out for Pokey.
Yeah, everyone kind of ducks back around this. Do it.
I'm still not sure if that's my name, but I'm responding to it.
3969 Poke. Here.
So,
Hello,
yeah.
yes.
So as you walk up, you see you've seen her kind before, and she has a dragon mark on her. It's actually on her arm right here. It's definitely the House Orient, or not, sorry, the House Cannith dragon mark. So you've seen it before. You know she's probably used to dealing with Warforged. And she says, "Oh, you're an interesting one." And she starts looking at you very mechanically instead of, it's not that she's intentionally trying to not think you're a person, but she's just that's so routine for her to look at you mechanically. And she starts noticing your dark wood and the components that you have, and she says, "You must be a scout." And she kind of like she's "Can I?" And she kind of like reaches out towards you.
I just go into like full cooperative mode because I'm just so used to people working on me.
Yeah. Okay. So she kind of like lifts up your cloak a little on the side, just like looking at the wiring in your arms and stuff. And then she looks at your neck, and she kind of like, she doesn't touch you, but she kind of like looks closely at your face just to see like what kind of components she would need, and she takes her measure of you, and she says, "Yeah. I think we have something back that'll work. Is there anything particular you're looking for?"
I just want to look friendlier. I scare the little ones.
Friendlier, we can do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a look at what I have back at my shop. You should stop by tomorrow though, and I'll have some parts out for you, and you can take a gander at what I got.
But in the meantime, and I look around to see if there's any festival carts that are selling like masks and whatnot for Wild Night. Is there anything in the vicinity?
Not in this region. There would have been back where you entered Sharn into that little market area, but here there's no vendors since it's right outside a place that sells alcohol.
We'll find you something for the meantime.
Okay.
But yes. And if there's any other types of enhancements or anything you can think of, pal, I'm pretty sure that this Pokey Therese will appreciate.
Yeah, I'll see what I got. I'd love to help any friend of Ardrin's. And she kind of like goes down to your level a little bit, like kind of bends over, and she says, "Hey, it's nothing personal, but I really gotta go. So I'll see you around, okay?"
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye. And she waves to everybody and walks off.
Isn't she the greatest?
I look down at Ardrin. How do you know her?
Oh, we grew up together, and we tinker on things together. She's an artificer like me. We just we work on group projects and well, anything to work on things together. Together. Yeah, stuff.
Is she your mate? I picked up that term from Wolfspaw.
No, 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 no.
Do you want her to be?
What? Crazy? We've been friends for like. Oh, you Warforge. It's so
I think you
simple.
want her to be, and then I just wander off.
Oh, is that obvious? Whatever. And I walk back towards the group as well, and towards Fire to unhook him from the stable.
Okay, so as you're unhooking your dinosaurs, Barson kind of waits patiently, and then he directs you where to go. You're gonna have to go up 2 levels to get there, to get to Devondi's, and Barson makes it known that he's not going to be able to go past the middle level. His kind aren't welcome any higher up, so he stops. He lets you know like the direction to go, and he sends you on your way. So he kind of goes back to his girlfriend at the bar and leaves you guys to it. And then everybody kind of makes their way over. I'm gonna leave the I'm sorry, I'm putting the page together. I'm gonna leave the dinosaurs outside.
It's a good question though. Like, are we about to get some Pretty Woman moment where they're all like, "Why are you in this store?" and then we show off our badges?
Pretty much. Okay.
It is itty bitty.
Itty bitty map.
When I try to zoom in, it cuts off like the bottom portion of the map.
Yeah, just.
Oh, it looks like I zoomed in
Biggs is
now.
gonna get it.
Okay. I'm good.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of a description of, as y'all are walking up. So as you're walking up,
Wait,
there's a few
can we-
things.
Before you start, can we take just a small little break?
Yeah, I think we're only gonna play for like another 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do y'all
Or a
want to?
good bathroom break or something?
I'm good with whatever.
Okay, let's just take 5 minutes then, and we'll come back.
Okay.
Up here, you notice some things are off about the city. Randomly going up a bridge, you see this guy just like running full speed for no apparent reason. Like there's nothing following him, nothing in front of him. He's just running, like, and he's like tripping and stuff, but he just like keeps going, and you're like looking around, there's nothing there. Then you go up to like another bridge, and you look over, and like as you look over, you can see the whole city, right? Going up to the middle level, you can see the upper and the lower, and looking out into the distance. I need everybody to make a perception roll.
So I'm guessing that was some dude that had a bad piece of fey dust, went running crazy.
Natural
That
20.
was a natural 20, so 23.
Was this perception?
Yeah.
Natural
I
20,
got a
22.
dirty 20.
I did
Got
not roll well.
a 23.
So 8 plus 7, 15.
Okay. And what did
Bell.
Naya get? 20? Okay,
Yeah.
so
Not natural.
Belkyra is really looking forward to the close. She's close, so she's not really looking around as much as you guys are, but this is the first time a lot of you guys have been through the city, so you're looking out at the amazing, all the bridges you can see. Like you can probably see like 10 different bridges from here, and then you can see all these different shops. They all look very different from each other. You can tell the upper shops are like these beautiful stonework, and the lower shops are made from like brick that's falling apart, and there's just like a very obvious depiction of wealth in front of you. But as you look out and you're all viewing all this stuff, you see at 2 different times some person just starts falling, and you just see him go down, and they don't even stop. They just go all the way to the ground. Gone. and then at another point you see someone else fall, but as he falls, like he slows down and Featherfall kicks in, and you see him like float over to a bridge and land and then run off. And then so you see two different people fall just in the short time you're walking through town. And then walking up to the upper tier, this is the first time y'all have seen the wealthy part of the town. So Belkyra, immediately upon entering it, you start gazes of suspicion start coming your way, just because
I think I'm on drugs.
just because you're a tiefling. So
Um,
Belkyra gets eyes, and then Ardren, everybody knows you. So like you were. Are you trying to stay hidden, or are you just going, not caring?
I'm just going.
Okay, so as you go up there, people start whispering. There's whispers happening, and a few of you that had really high perception checks, anyone that had over a 20 or over, you notice the whispers as Ardren's passing by. You notice that obviously there's more to this story than you know so far. And then, okay, so everybody gets to the shop. When you see the front of the shop, there's this sign out front, and it's purple, and it's got this bright pink, like beautiful script writing that says Devondi's Fine Tailoring across it in this beautiful script. And then below it, there's this building, and it doesn't look all that elegant, like compared to like the rest of what you see. It's kind of a little bit run down, but it's still made of the beautiful white stone front. And everybody enters into the shop. Upon entering the shop, you see behind the counter there's this gnome, and he is standing on a platform so that he looks about counter height, and he's just kind of looking around at everything. And then he hears the bell and looks up and sees everybody enter, and he goes, "Oh, new customers! I love it."
Oh yes, I am here to find. I don't know. I'm just here window shopping at this point. I'm just wanting to see what you have. What do you think would fit me?
Well, I can modify anything in the store to work for you, sweetie. Let's see what we got.
Oh, interesting. That changes things.
And then he's like running really fast for a gnome. Like gnomes are usually known for being like slower speed, and because they're short legs and stuff whatnot. But he looks like he looks kind of like Sonic or something. Like his feet are like going really really fast. So he like runs over and grabs something and runs back. Runs over, grabs something, and runs back. Runs over, grabs something. So he's like just going all over the store really fast. And then he goes back, and he's got like 6 things laid out on this table for you.
Ooh.
That would work.
Okay. What am I looking at here?
Okay, so he just lays out an arrangement of clothing. I'm not gonna really describe what they look like, but he tells you ahead of time that he's so and he looks at you real close. Let me see. Oops, cocked. Okay, so he doesn't notice at first that you're wearing the Boromar pen, so he's just treating you like a normal customer. So he's like, so here's our collection for medium size. We can I can of course tailor anything to your size if you need, but this is going to be what we have in stock currently. And then he kind of like holds each one up to you and lets you see what you got, and then he lets you know that he can enchant them. So like the cool part about Devondi's Tailoring is everybody comes here for the enchantments. The enchantments are what you really want. And the enchantments come at additional cost. There's different tiers. So here's the first tier. The first tier is Darkweave. The first tier is Darkweave. And Darkweave will imbue shadows with it. It'll imbue shadows with any clothing that you're wearing. The little black threads will go through the cloth. And as these little black threads go through the cloth, it gives you a advantage on stealth checks. So any item of clothing can be imbued with this enchantment for let's see, this one goes for 500 gold for this enchantment. That's the first tier. The first tier is 500 gold for Darkweave. Second tier is going to be Shiftweave. Shiftweave is really cool. Shiftweave Shiftweave is a transmutation magic that's woven through the fabric, and what Shiftweave can do is you can use the command spell and do a command word, and you can change it automatically to a different attire. So say you're a changeling, right? And you're out in the city, and one day you want to be a Sharn Watch. So you got that one, right? You got that attire in front of you, and then all of a sudden you're walking through the district and you decide you want to be I want to be a rogue now. Boop. And so you snap your fingers, and all of a sudden your attire turns to a dark, shady, rogue-like character. And then you can do that up to 5 times on one piece of armor. But that one goes for 700 gold. That enchantment. And that's our second option. The third option, and the one that a lot of people up here like, that one is called Glamour Weave. And Glamour Weave is, well, and he just kind of like, he shakes a little bit, and his outfit that he's wearing, it's like purple robes and whatnot, and it transforms into like his cloak transforms into a weave of butterflies, and then butterflies just kind of start flying randomly off of it. Like, it doesn't ever like deteriorate, like the butterflies are flying away, but you can see like butterflies flying away. It says, traditionally, these patterns are contained within the cloth, but higher end Glamour Weave can give a more dramatic effect. Like, gown could be wreathed in flames, and magical flames that aren't harmful to you, but might be harmful to your opponents. Or you can do anything cosmetic like this, like the butterflies, or any type of illusion you want. And that one goes for 1,000 gold for that enchantment.
All right. So, did you just have the three different weaves? Oh.
Yes, those are our most common things. Of course, we have all the armor here for sale. We have all the gowns here for sale as well that don't have any magical component on them currently.
Yes, this is a little bit out of my cost range at the moment. So what would the cost of just the articles of clothing cost alone?
For any of these fine gowns, it's going to be 5 gold for just the materials alone.
And I try to like Oh, really?
Okay, you got enough money, so he sees it. He goes, you must be a dear friend. That marks your prices down 25% for all the prices I mentioned. I'm not going to do the math in my head, but you can do that.
Yes, it is still quite out of my price range at the moment. So, do you only have clothing, or do you have any other little trinkets like jewelry or anything else of the sort?
Oh, well, what specifically are you looking for? I can see what I got in the back.
Again, I didn't really have anything specific. I just kind of wanted to look and see what you had.
He's like, I got a few hats back there. If there's any type of hat that you'd like, those are good sellers in this area.
Do you have any hats that would fit my horns?
We could do a custom modification on that if needed for no charge, since you're, a friend of the Bormar.
So do these hats have any enchantments? Or I have to pay additional for the enchantment, the weave enchantments for the hats.
You have to pay additional for the enchantment, but he can, for a hat, he could do a cheaper cost for the hat.
But it would be the same enchantments.
Yeah, those are the main ones he has available right now.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep looking around. I don't know if any of my other friends have, some wants that they have. Maybe I'll let you speak with them while I look around.
Okay. Look forward to seeing you again.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. This place is fucking expensive.
Pokey over there. SM. You can also look for stuff here. I think they may have some things for Warforger. It looks like there's something off in the corner there, but I can't really tell.
This shit does sound pretty cool. I mean, when we can afford it, I think it's going to be nice to come back here, but man, I don't think that we can just waste money like that right now.
Yeah, shit's pricey.
A little expensive.
He
Like,
says, well,
literally, we'd have to pull all of our shit together just to buy one item.
he says, if you're looking for something a little lower quality goods. You know, I don't usually promote this type of thing, but since you're a friend of the Boromars, I'll let you in on a secret. There's a on the second level on the middle city. There's another shop that a friend of mine owns. Kind of a little protege of mine. He uh yeah, I won't tell you much about him because he's kind of one of those characters you like to see firsthand. But it's called the Mystics Market, and he's known as the Mystic. So anytime you go in there, you just tell him your friend Devandi sent you, and he'll treat you real good. I promise.
Thank you, Bondi.
Devandi.
Thanks, Bumblebee.
And he sells other things too. He doesn't just sell the clothes and the armor. He does sell a few different trinkets and weapons and things of those nature. Sometimes you don't really want to ask too many questions about where they came from, maybe, but you know what I mean. He's a good guy. He treats his customers well.
I like that person better all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't really care where they came from, to be honest. I mean, I think some of my outfits are probably not really honestly earned anyways, so.
Well, Belle, you can always go back down to the gambling hall and try to win some money there if you
But
want
I
to.
don't like to gamble. I lose all the time. Like, I sit there at the slot and I put in $20 and I'm like, gone. In 2 seconds. It's never
Well,
worth it to me. I'd rather just get my money in other ways. Thank you. I appreciate your suggestion.
Well, I mean, there are plenty of other ways in Sharn. Believe you
Oh.
me.
If you can
trust
count
me, I
cards,
know.
then
I come every year.
What was that, Talia?
I was saying if you can count cards, I'm in.
Me?
Keep it fair.
So far in all the games seem to be up to chance, so there's no way of cheating.
Crap.
Unless you lie about your dice rolls, but
True.
he can see through it. Mwahaha.
Oh, Barry Wise.
He's very wise.
Well, since this didn't go so well, is there anywhere else that we'd like to go before we go to I don't know, complete our mission?
Oh, very
There was.
Yeah, I got that too just now.
well. That's cool.
Wait, what?
Barry Wise is Barry Wise.
Yeah.
Like very
Tip of hat.
wise.
Okay.
We all just got it.
There was another place that I needed to check out in the upper. It was like a library.
Oh, the university.
The university. It was where that book was. That
Yeah.
My friend's friend told me that. What's his name?
Yeah, it's actually in the same district. Or in the same district that you're in, Middle Minthus.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually right next door. The Devondi's Tailoring's off. There's like a gnomish community, which is where the Devondi's Tailoring is. And then if you go out the door and you go like 30 minutes to the east, you're gonna run into Moorgrave University is the name of it.
Moorgrave University.
And it's a big campus that takes up the majority of Middle Minthus.
So would it take a while for me to find even the book through the campus that I'm looking for?
Yeah, I mean, it won't take you that long to get to it. It'll take you about 30 minutes to get there, but getting on campus and trying to find who you're looking for might be a challenge just because it's a pretty big campus in general. But you're more than welcome to go over there. I don't have the map made, so we'll have to wait till next time. Right now.
That's fine. No, we can do that another time.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I can always come back to this other task that I'm on a mission for later. Whatever you guys want to do.
Well, I think that we have a couple locations that we'd like to check out still while we're in the city, and we can just talk to more people, figure out what the issue is. I mean, just walking here, do you see the shit that was going on? I mean, not normal. I thought I was hallucinating, like, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Fadus has never done that to me.
Yeah, no, you have to use something a little like more potent, so to speak, for you to see
Should
something like
we
that.
Yeah.
should we maybe try to find some in the area and maybe see if we can get our hands on it and test it out? I mean, we don't have to take it, but
I've been trying to keep an eye out that look like for someone, shady or like, some type of corner dealer. I don't think with a. I think it's probably a secure location. No one's being too obvious. At least not yet.
See, I didn't mention this before, but Barston's who I originally received Vadas from. So talking to him would definitely give us the dusk side, but for my family side, they I can't find well, they won't sell it to me more than not, so you'd have to do it without me.
Mm-hmm.
Without me around.
Well, we can also like
Um,
cast disguise on you or something like that. We can make it to where you are not you.
Yeah,
I do
or
have
we could just
disguise. I do have that. If I have
Then
a
you just
oh,
have
it's
to
just
be
disguise
like,
self.
act like someone else, you can't be yourself, that type of thing.
what were you saying? Who was it? Talia?
No, it's
Mhm.
my.
It was Belkyra?
Mm-hmm.
I have disguise self. But
I'm sure that you wouldn't
yeah.
need a disguise to get it, or we could just grab one of these people running off in the street, wait for them to sober up, and then find their dealer. That's also an option.
Investigation would be good. Yes. I think that we should just come across something that might have it, like you say, but we need to find the source, regardless.
True. Well, my father said Kyber's Gate. Barston said uh, Malion's Gate to go there, because that's where all the
I
drugs
honestly
go
want to
through.
go to this kitchen and see like what it's got going on.
And we still gotta stop by Palatella's as well. So, there's a few things we need to do. And, you know what? My father can wait. The city's not gonna burn down overnight.
Well, I tell you this, where the problems are probably where the people are, upset. And if we find the upset people, we're probably going to find problems. So I'm
Yeah, you
guessing
know,
lower levels.
yeah, if anything, we find the problematic people, like at least more of them, we'll probably find the source closer to it. So, good thinking,
It's
Corlin.
also probably going to be dangerous. So we're probably going to need to stay together and a little more sober.
So.
Yeah.
Everybody looks at Nyack.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing?
No, doing great, doing great. Yes, yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
All right.
So at this
Looks like
point,
he's feeling better.
Devondi's like, "Okay, guys, it's time for me to close. Y'all need to go somewhere else. Find
Yeah, get
somewhere to
out.
go."
Yeah.
And so at this point you realize after like looking outside, walking out of the store, that it's getting close to 11 midnight ish time. So he's closing down his shop for the night and going to bed. um, no one's really asked about a place to stay with anybody. So Arjun, you would know though that your aunt owns an inn, a tavern in Coleston, which is on the other side of the lower wards. So y'all start to trek that direction. It takes about an hour and a half to get there. So you're just like slowly walking through the city. Again, you're gonna see things that are obviously wrong. Like you see some drunk shifter guy come out of like a bar, and then he slumps down on the ground, and then all of a sudden, out of for no reason, he shifts. Like usually, like you have to like raid, or like it's like a a transformation that you do willingly, but this is like happening unwillingly to him. And he's just like struggling to like contain it. And then you keep walking down and you see um like in another district over further over, you see, sorry, my roll 20 just crashed again. You see this changeling, but his vision, like his visual of what he looks like, it's like switching on him, and it's like malformed, and it's very strange to see. Uh like he's not keeping like a full face. Like it's like one side's a girl and one side's a guy, and then it shifts, and one side's like a tiefling and one side is like a knoll, and it's just really weird to watch him not be able to keep his vision or keep his visual stagnant. So you'll make your way over there, seeing these things and kind of learning a little bit more about like the things that are happening in the city that are off, like what everyone's been talking about, like actually getting to see it firsthand. And you get to the end, and y'all are at the Broken Anvil Inn. So this is where we'll stop tonight. But
Broken Anvil Inn.
At what time of day is it?
You said it was midnight.
yeah, right now it's about 1:30 in the morning.
So we get to rest in here, or
Right. So you're all gonna walk in. We'll do the intro next time, and you'll get your full rest. But for your character sheets and stuff, y'all can all reset for full rest.
Sweet. And yeah, we'll go over it because this is my aunt's owned inn. It's the Broken Anvil. I'll repeat it for everyone else. And yeah.
right?
What level is it on? Of the city?
This one is on the lower city. It's in Lower Dura.
Okay.
Lower Dura. Ah, got it.
Which would be right next. This is in Coleston, is the district. It's right next to Precarious, which is where talking about earlier.
Yeah, I'm just seeing
The
like how
the
close we are
factory.
to some of the
Yeah,
the
the
markets that we
factory.
want to go to.
Yeah, I'll put more of these locations on the maps. I don't know if everybody's checked it out, but you should really check out my World Anvil site for the maps. I made new maps for each level of the city. So, and there's markers on them. So you can go to the markers and see the places that I've talked about, and you can click on articles and read about them. So anything I've discussed, you can
Sweet.
look at.
No,
I'm gonna
information's
try
good.
and I'm gonna try and update them after every session so that we can keep up our
Go back
notes.
to 'em.
So
Well,
I also
Interesting.
posted the link in the Roll20 chat, and I will also post it again in the Discord, just so.
Yeah, we'll just pin it in
Dope.
Discord so we can always get to it.
Yeah. Pin message.
Yeah, so I'll be real nice about it for the first few levels, about like reminding y'all where places are and stuff. But after a little while, I'm gonna start
You're on
making it
your
rely
own.
on you guys to know where they are. Yeah.
Heard.
Gotta recall your own information. It means you gotta write stuff down and remember why you wrote it down.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully this helps so you don't have to write quite as much. So.
But backstories and stuff, get Jamie that information.
Yeah. For Michaela and Judge, if y'all anything y'all want to give me to add into your characters, I just I need the hooks to like dig in more into y'all's stuff. So if
I
whatever
got you.
whatever y'all feel like sharing or adding into your characters to give them a little bit more, give me a little bit more to work with would be awesome.
Along with like the dark secret and all
Yeah.
that stuff. Gotcha.
Yeah, it can be integrated with
Gotcha.
that. So yeah.
It
Cool.
literally can be anything that you imagine. Just put yourself in the shoes of the character and whatever you feel like from their past, etc. Just
Yeah,
throw it
and
at
if there's a scene or something you'd like to explore in the game, for instance, a random thing is like Megan really likes water, like she likes the ocean and like um, what's the word that I'm looking for? Marine biology. So like I added something like that in later on in the game. So if there's anything that you want to explore like that you've read about in D&D or any of the other kind of books, even if they're not Eberron specific, let me know and I can add some sort of flavor into the game for y'all.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Heard.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm really interested in that temple that you were mentioning earlier from those people we met.
Yeah. It's the Temple of the Shadow.
Yes.
If you wanted to look up.
Yes.
That's the last reminder you'll get, because Jamie said it. So write it down.
Okay.
Writing it down.
Any other questions or
chef.
anything you want to talk about?
No.
Is there a way for me to level up to level 20 like right now?
No.
No, there's no shop and sharn for experience.
What are the experience candy from Pokemon?
Yes.
Yes.
Forgot what
The rare candy.
rare candies. Yeah.
Yes. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I got you. Yeah, no, I have no life, so I've been playing Shield.
Bro, we've been playing Shield for like 5 days straight.
It's actually scary how much is taking over our lives.
I mean, we have it. I think. Oh, we have sword.
Start.
We have sword.
Sword, yeah.
Nice, nice.
My son Hunter plays it. He loves it.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, I haven't tried it out. I've been. I don't know. I actually haven't been playing games that much lately. I think I've been mostly just totally into D&D lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I bet DM takes a lot of time.
we played Remnant
It's
from
fun.
the Ashes.
Yeah.
That
we
was
played that
fun.
one.
That's a
And
good
a little
game.
bit of Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. Tried to dip into
Online.
those.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
Nice.
The
Yeah, I
next
played
game.
a lot of that, but it's a big game. It requires a lot of time.
It does. The next game.
A lot, yeah.
The next game I'm like trying to like get really into MMO wise is New World by Amazon. That's what I'm looking.
Oh.
That game I played a little bit. Like they had a preview, and the shit was like addicting fast. So
That's pretty dope.
yeah, the next like playtest is in November. So looking forward to that. But it doesn't come out until like
That's awesome.
next spring.
The new Harry Potter game looked interesting.
Dude.
But it's not an MMO.
I know.
It's just gonna be single player, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
It's still open
Yeah.
world though.
Yeah, it is. It's gonna be like
I like that
It'd
it's
be
Witcher
really
started
hard to
in the
make an
1800s.
MMO.
Yeah,
And
Judge
if it was
just gotta
MMO,
throw
it
me
probably
over
wouldn't
that
be very
game.
good.
There just hasn't been a Harry Potter MMO, but I definitely feel like that would be a great one. I don't know. I just feel like that would be awesome. A bunch of
Well, if this one makes a good amount of money, then they
yeah,
could like.
it definitely has the
Yeah.
potential.
J.K.
I think you're
Rowling
right
needs to shut
about
her
that too.
stupid mouth.
She is not a part of the development for the new game.
No.
So,
Yeah, they
Thank
made
God.
that very clear in
Yeah.
their press release.
Yeah. Judge was scared that it was gonna flop because she's been running her mouth lately.
Bro, she needs to shut up. That would be cool. Have a Harry Potter MMO. Like maybe depending on what part of the country you're in, you're like go to a different wizarding school as well.
Right. That would be
Yeah.
pretty dope. Like just to
Dude, just to even like if it was just Hogwarts MMO, like just to go to the classes and do that shit. Because like they had a game like that your friends were playing. I don't remember, but like you
Gary's
had to go
Mod.
to class, and if you didn't go to class, you went to detention. Like you
Yeah.
had to like do it at specific times and shit.
Yeah.
That's cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
That would just be fun.
Yeah, it was a Gary's Mod thing
Cool.
on PC. If you guys
Oh my
know
god, my
Gary
kid's
Mod.
obsessed with Gary's mod.
Yeah, you can do literally anything with that.
He does some sort of Star Wars roleplay in it now.
Yeah. That was actually one of them. They had a Harry Potter. That's the role play. It was a role play server for Harry Potter, and then Star Wars was on there as well, and a couple of others. I may be interested in getting into the Star Wars MMO. I know it's like fucking 9 years old, but I might.
The
It'd
Old
be interesting
Republic
once they
is
come
pretty
out
good.
with
Yeah.
they're coming out with the flight simulator for it, with just the X-wing versus
Oh.
TIE fighters.
Yeah, they I think it's like Squadrons or something.
That's coming
Yeah.
out pretty soon. I'll play some of that when that comes out.